Reminder for anyone that could possibly be watching this on YouTube for whatever reason. With an agreement with Manga Gamer, I am only keeping documentation of the VODs up until the end of chapter 2, which is the chapter we are on. So once we finish this, like, I believe this is the last VOD for YouTube. So if you want to catch future Umineko streams, they're gonna be exclusively on my on my Twitch, because those, like, what do they call it? Unpublish after like 2 weeks, I think. 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the fancy subscription thingy to keep my VODs up, and even then, because of the agreement, I'm just letting them expire after a certain amount of time. So, yeah, if you've been keeping up with this on YouTube, sorry about that. If you're discovering this, like, a couple months later, sorry about that. But it's just how things be, because I contacted Manga Gamer asking for permission, and that's what they told me to do. So,
Alright.
yeah. Let me turn the game audio down so you can actually hear Barn.
Okay.
Do you need a thing? I thought you could just highlight them. Yeah, but I don't wanna like have it because of the agreement with Manga Gamer anyway. Cause they don't want permanent records of like later parts of the game. Cause they, you know, want people to buy the game themselves, but they're like, you know, live streams and stuff are fine.
Yeah.
And like documentation is fine, only up until a certain point. So, and this is the certain point. I'm not saying to do it for Umineko, but like, not that you can't on Twitch. You just don't want to for this game because the agreement. Yeah. I've done it sometimes when I get asked to for like undocumented streams, like I tend to not save them as highlights anyway because I'm gonna upload them to YouTube anyway. And like YouTube is the ad-free experience. So I just figure if you wanted to watch a VOD anyway, just go on the YouTube. Except for like undocumented stuff, like I don't upload Genshin or Limbus streams onto YouTube. So I guess I could publish those, but I don't know. I figured I would only publish those if someone really wanted me to. Because I just don't feel like it myself. Unless someone asks. Yeah, YouTube is the ad-free experience.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
Do you get ads for Twitch VODs? Don't you? Do you not get ads for Twitch VODs?
No, you don't get ads for Twitch VODs, but just YouTube in general still runs ads if you're not using an ad blocker, premium, etc., 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 etc.
Well, I still like my setup anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you do what you want to do.
I've never had ads on Twitch VODs, but maybe I didn't watch them long enough. Oh, maybe. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, no, if you're rewatching Twitch VODs, you don't get the ads.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, I have some warnings here that Jackie has given me. So, if any of you are sensitive to this stuff, please be careful. So we got some content warnings for what's gonna happen in Umineko today. There is lots of cannibalism. There is gonna be a segment with Rosa, apparently, that is really bad. I don't know, like, the full context of it, but, Jackie said that it makes her think of her mom and feel bad, and she said, because of my association with my mom, oh, it's just complicated, okay. Yeah. So, that might be rough for someone that has, like, a bad history with their, you know, parents and stuff. Oh, Maria isn't getting hurt. And then, Battler apparently says something very reprehensible as well at a certain point. This is apparently, I don't know if it's like disgusting or what, like him just being like a maximum pervert, but he apparently says something very reprehensible. Like, unforgivably bad. So yeah. Won't be protected by magic.
Yeah, we protect Now, I have a question.
Yes.
Can you share your screen with me so I can see the game?
Yeah, let me share it with you. This is all for the tea party though. Okay. It's loud. I just turned it down, so hopefully it's better now.
Oh, and since it's a new Umineko stream, it's time for the new images.
Yes, new images.
Time for Drift George.
Yeah. Better, yeah? Yeah. This barn is still so silent.
That's because I'm not used to talking a lot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay?
Closest thing to Barn Higurashi stream.
Next one will be coming at some point in the future, between now and the time I die.
Nothing super crazy happens in the rest of the episode. Okay. Alright, do you wanna voice George? I don't wanna voice George.
Sure, I'll voice the character you hate and want dead. It's open.
Koda-san, quickly! Beatrice-sama.
Huh?
I guess probably since it's Beatrice and Battler talking a lot, I'm assuming you want me to be Beatrice.
Yeah.
I can't make Barn louder.
I will try to be louder, I promise. Alright?
I literally have, like, for reference, Umineko is at like 10 volume. Barn is at 200 on Discord, 100 for Discord on my volume mixer.
I'm sorry for being quiet. Alright, God, I'm sorry for committing the crime of quiet.
Here, I don't think there's like an option.
No, I don't think there's options here. So it's fine. I'll just talk louder.
Okay. God,
I promise I will try.
Are you sure it's a good idea to just stand there? If you think this place will make a fitting cemetery for yourselves, then be my guests. Just scream. No neighbor will complain.
Well, yeah, considering my next door neighbor was banging on his bathroom door earlier, hard enough to shake my monitors. Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna give a shit.
If you think this place will make for a fitting cemetery for yourselves, then be my guests.
Cackle, cackle.
I must praise your spirits for wanting to stay by your former master's sides and serve them even after death. The golden... The golden whirlwind that wrapped around the witch burst. It was like an evil hand had literally spread its fingers and was trying to attack them. Doing that on the bathroom doors? Why?
Yes, why? I know Beatrice is on screen, but please contain yourself. Like, I'm pinching myself so hard I'm bleeding. Just to stay conscious right now. You have to understand. I've never been this close to her. You have to understand. I'm nervous.
Yeah, she's right in front of you now.
Yeah, that's why you think I'm turning towards Elio right now. That's when I'm facing that way.
Look away from Beatrice. Look at me. The cloud of gold butterflies attacked with a fluttering sound.
Hurry. We can't stay here.
We all would be Barn.
Yes.
George's voice brought Shannon and Goda back to their senses. Standing here now would make them like frogs getting stared down by a snake.
Ribbit.
They had to resist. They had to fight this incarnation of the new brutal and frightening order in which Rokenjima had been enveloped. God, this song is so good.
So true.
There's no time to take out their umbrellas. The three of them dashed out into the pouring rain. The three of them never realized, because they didn't turn around, that the gold butterflies apparently couldn't handle the rain too well. And this hampered their ability to chase after the humans.
Bro, the Umineko truly is coming in clutch.
Just kick her, George. Oi! The three people...
No. We get kicked by her, not kick her. You have to understand.
True. The three people ran from their golden pursuers and flew into the mansion. How nice. Don't use your 6H, George. It sucks.
Too late.
That like his move in the fighting game or something?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be as fun any other way. They unlocked the door and dashed into the room. A bit of the scent from Natsuhi's favorite gentle incense remained in there. However, there was no time to let them calm down now.
Where is it? You said it was in a treasure box, right? It's just a story I heard.
I like how you immediately knew I wanted you to be Goda.
It took me a second to be like, wait, why is he talking? Oh, yeah.
Because I hate Goda.
I'm voicing the character you hate. Got it. I'm also the one that's going to say something reprehensible. Great. Thank you. Thank you for getting me canceled.
I'm sorry.
God, you're lucky I love you.
I'm so sorry, Bart. Elio, you're so great at flirting with Barn. Just don't say it, Barn. You can just not voice it. True.
I have to commit to the bit, though.
Could you voice everyone I hate?
I am Battler Uchiromiya, okay?
The golden butterflies couldn't handle the rain well. Yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Because, like, they're butterflies. Yeah. Butterflies are fine to be out in the rain, right? Unless it's like a trick or something. Like light or something, I don't know. Like a magic trick. Like not an actual magic, a magic trick.
So magic isn't real.
Don't cancel my boy Barn. I mean, butterflies don't usually stab people, that's true. He didn't mean to red Huckleberry Finn. The teacher forced him.
Oh, yeah. God.
So yes, they're almost surely some trick. Magic is real. Ooh.
I never heard exactly where it was. What are you expecting, George?
I think it'll probably be in her dresser or next to the bed. Shannon's womanly sensibilities led her to conclude that.
Ah, yes, for womanly sensibilities, all two of them.
So next to the bed, there was only an incense burner, a half-read novel, and glasses. However, the dresser was elegant and had many drawers, and it would be understandable if she kept some of her valuables there.
I'm Natsui, sorry.
He began to violently open each one of the drawers. He had to hurry. He couldn't actually hear footsteps, but he had the feeling that the witch was approaching. He had the feeling that her laugh was approaching. He emptied the drawers one by one and examined their contents. Every small box for makeup looked like a treasure box, and the amount of effort it would take to inspect all of them made him feel a little dizzy. Well, maybe it's this box. It's locked and I can't open it. At a glance, it looked slightly larger than a music box. When shaken, it rustled, as though various small objects were inside. But it was locked and didn't open. Normally, you'd hide the key somewhere nearby. Though some people would always carry it on their person. I don't know. There's no choice.
There's no choice. I thought you didn't want a voice choice.
Go right ahead.
There's no choice. Break it. But we can't do it with force, right? We might break the mirror inside. Could there be a tool to pry it open? Damn it.
Goda looked all over the room, trying to see if there was some tool that they could use. And he noticed the door, which had been left open ever since they'd entered. What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said Beatrice laughed at SFX? Ahaha.wav. You found me. It sounded like you were doing the
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
I would go to hell due to unholy thoughts.
Honestly, yeah, same.
Yeah. He.ogg. He approached the door to close it and saw the abominable shadow of people approaching from beyond the darkness in the hall. No, it wasn't shadows of people. Because they weren't human at all. Honk shoo!
George-sama. Hurry. Please, save me.
Goda's voice trailed off. It was the shock of seeing a procession of those not of this world. He was a servant. So, he knew all the servants working for the Yoshida-miya family. Horrocks and Beatrice in a room, and they only laugh and drive Battler and Link insane. Hey, listen!
Link probably eat them.
Go Navi in too.
Yeah.
He didn't know about these. However, they were definitely servants. And not servants working for Yoshida-miya Kinzo or Yoshida-miya Cross. It's the goat!
Yo, it's the goats.
These new servants who worked for the new master of the mansion, the Golden Witch Beatrice, had goat heads and bright red boiled eyes of lava.
Dude, one of them's canon.
Oh my god, they got the purple guitar.
Guitars?
Yeah. As the new master laughed loudly and trimly directed 6 of the new servants. He saw them approach, piercing the darkness as they came. Of course, she was clad in the gold butterflies that were her symbol.
Alright, can we see the old spread? Oh, damn.
Oh,
I want to see the old spread of the
Sorry.
goats. It's fine.
Goda hurriedly closed the door and locked it. However, just as he locked it, it returned to normal, just as though a spring or something had knocked it back. Legally distinct lightsabers. What is that sound?
Boing, boing.
It gave the illusion that some prankster beyond the door was unlocking it every time he locked it. Satoko.
Beatrice is just sitting there, just every time he locks it, just laughing.
The sound of Beato being a little silly. He's just a silly little guy. They couldn't have reached the other side of the door yet. So, who was doing it, and how?
Like this.
Almost felt like playing with a broken toy. Click boing, click boing. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming George.
I just keep thinking Mario. It won't lock. I'm terrible at voicing those things. I really am. I don't know what to do. Even to lock it, it unlocks. People die when they're killed. What's going on? Damn it.
Did you think a lock would stop me? Did you think the door to that room could hold back that room's new master?
Eat salt. Pocket sand.
It was like the witch could see Goda's frantic effort through the door. Even now, the footsteps continued to approach. And when not just their footsteps, but even their breath could be heard, Goda gave up on the lock and slammed into the door, locking it using his own large body. People die. People die when they are killed, but people don't die where they are killed.
Yeah, so honestly, yeah.
So true.
George, quickly, quickly, quickly!
George-sama, what about this?
A letter opener? That's better. Let me have it.
It's kind of a knife.
It kind of is. It's sharp.
Yeah.
The fountain pen isn't working. You're using a fucking fountain pen?
He's using what he's got at hand.
I mean, I admit, yeah.
Oh, okay. They're trying to pry open the treasure box.
Yeah.
George took it and once again dug into the crack under the lid of the treasure box. I just had a visual of, like, George fighting a butterfly with a pen.
Just,
It looks like it's working.
Quickly, quickly. The pressure from across the door. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. The pressure from across the door grew even stronger. Goda screamed. This wasn't a war cry during a test of strength. He was terrified. He was simply terrified that nothing but a single wooden door was stopping him from touching something not of this world. Under normal circumstances, I would say whoever the main character is should read this, but the narrator switches perspective so often that I just kind of am just like, yeah, it's hard to keep track of sometimes, so I'm just like, I'll just do the narrator.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's really weird.
He was still lucky. Apparently, there was gonna be an English dub of Umineko, and they were gonna have, like, each character that is narrating the part narrate it, which would have been really nice. But it never got finished.
Yeah.
He wasn't touching the things directly, because they were on the other side of the door. So if he were to touch them directly, Goda's cry would surely turn from something grave into a pathetic, piercing scream, and therefore one that was more real. Mario Death SFX. Oh no! Oh, hello.
Oh. My God,
Goda
second witch.
It's a hand! Goda couldn't believe what was happening right before his eyes. Coming through the door, an arm was slipping straight through the wood like it was water. Generally, it's Beato writing the story, so logically it'd be in Beato's voice to narrate, but it's just easier to not bother with voices. Oh, true. It'll look like he needed a hand. As though doing
that, good sir.
So doing this was the most natural thing in the world. And it rubbed the back of Goda's hand as he frantically tried to hold the door shut. It slid up his arm to his chest, and then up to his chin.
Ayo?
By now, Goda's scream wasn't even audible anymore. I'd want her hand in marriage. He could hear a sweet whispering voice from across the door. It wasn't coming from the witch, but it sounded like a young woman. However, that didn't change the fact that came from someone not of this world. Oh, new character! Alright, do you want to voice her or do you want me to voice her?
Sure, I'll voice her, why not?
Alright, let's see what she looks like in the original.
Yeah.
I like her hair in that one more, actually. Oh wait, no, not new? Oh yeah, was she Satan? I don't remember which one.
She's a second character.
Anyway. Yeah, crotch window.
Crotch window, finally. So cute. Hey, you see it, right? Your life flashing before your eyes? Let me know when it's over, okay? God damn. What's that face? Thanks, I guess.
She got a fame. Oh, that's Beelzebub. No. Yeah, I don't think we've seen Beelzebub yet, right? We've seen Satan and Asmodeus? I think it was Asmodeus and Satan we saw. I think they all kind of share the same sprite, but they have like different hair and stuff.
Oh, this one I'm thinking of, they might be the characters from the Umineko bus. Thanks. It's over already, isn't it?
Oh, am I racist towards demons? Yep, you're racist towards demons.
God,
Can't believe you're racist towards Beatrice's servants.
Just like free run, for real, for real. That is not the face of a screaming man. Oh.
Wow.
Did you just get decapitated? Holy shit.
Damn. That lewd arm burst.
Hey, yo.
Well, either way, smashed. ISBL always hot as hell or ugly as hell when given a form. Lewd. Yeah, why call it a lewd arm?
I mean, it went from his arm, like, up his arm to his chest to his chin, like, oh, damn.
I guess.
God damn, honestly.
Call me Helltaker, ayo. Then they heard the sound of something jumping around the room at an incredible speed. They didn't know what it was.
It was me. Incredibly
fast, small, like steel, or maybe a beetle. SMT Beelzebub is not too hot. Yeah, SMT Beelzebub is not hot at all. Unless you're into bees. When it buried itself right in the center of Goda's chest and stopped, they realized for the first time that its true form was something like a stake with a strange design on it. Wait, so that's the chest, right? God.
Yeah.
What's the... I'm trying to remember the order. But isn't, like, the chest one of the first ones of the Twilight?
Maybe?
So, did Kumasawa and Nanjo not count as the Twilights? Because wouldn't it have to go in order? Because I'm pretty sure it was, like, stab the chest and kill... Or, no, stab the back and kill... Stab the chest and kill...
I pulled it up just now.
Okay.
Alright, so first Twilight offers 6 chosen. Second Twilight, those who remain shall tear apart the 2 who are close. Third Twilight, those who remain shall praise my noble name. Fourth Twilight, gouge the head and kill. Fifth Twilight, gouge the chest and kill.
So gouge the head and kill. Yeah, Kanon was hit by the chest in the original world. Jessica was in the back, so it's not going in order. Because they didn't get stabbed in the head. Oh! Who said the murders had to happen in order?
It's just that are happening.
Huh. Interesting. I thought it had to happen in order. Otherwise it wouldn't count. Huh. Goda's large body shook, bent backwards, and fell over. As it did, the door opened softly, even though no one was pushing it, welcoming in the new master of this room.
I sure would.
It looked almost as though the door itself had accepted her.
It was just like the opening of the game.
Alright, if it lets me pause during this. Okay, there we go.
Let's see. Let's see what they look like.
In the original.
Actually, that's kind of creepier.
Yeah, a little bit. But they look more
lie.
like dogs to me.
Yeah, they look like dogs, but it's like the top layer of their eyes, like being soulless, like can't see them all. They are kind of cooler, I'm not gonna lie.
They are dogs. Yeah. The goat attendants came in one after another, 6 of them. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're meant to be. Yeah.
Demons.
Like, it's supposed to be like the snout of a goat, I guess, but it looks more like a dog snout, because, like, the snout of a goat is more, you know, defined, as you can see in this. It's more defined.
Got them lips.
Then that witch came in and the gold butterflies came in. The room was wrapped in a blizzard of gold leaf, which fell and piled up, turning it more and more into a world of gold. From some weird-ass dogs. But yeah, I agree. The unknown factor makes it creepier with the OG sprites. Yeah.
Yo, it's her. Finally.
Shannon? The roulette has chosen you and George. Thank me for your day of release.
Thank you.
Do you have any regrets? You don't, do you, Mommy? Receiving an engagement ring from the man you fell for, and then being killed before spending your first night together? That hardly counts as a regret at all, right?
Rest in peace.
You wanted him to hold you, didn't you?
Perhaps.
You wanted him to teach you a woman's joy, right?
What is that laugh?
Right? I wasn't sure how to do their laugh. No, Shannon, you're dribbling, see? Your regret is dripping down from your mouth. Mommy? Why? What a dork laugh. She's a huge nerd.
She really is. It's great.
I can see it dribbling down from your mouth, Shannon.
She probably snorts when she laughs, honestly.
She probably does. She really be a fucking nerd.
She really be fucking a nerd in future.
Boy.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying what we're all knowing. Alright?
We all love hot nerd girls.
So true.
Ha. It was the sound of the lid to the treasure box breaking open. When George turned it over, accessories, charms, various small objects that Nazi had treasured when she was a girl fell out. Mixed in with that was a pouch that stood out from the rest. He picked it up and was immediately sure. This was it.
I found it. This is it.
So close, and yet so far. The scene would be 10 times more funny if Shannon was ace. So she was able to wholeheartedly go down as an I don't give a fuck queen. Wait.
Honestly, yeah.
Die!
No, you. Damn it.
The Beatrice dilemma. Hot witch GF, but would you date someone who dated your grandfather? All at once, the gold butterflies attacked George, who was hurriedly trying to remove the contents of the pouch. Well, we don't actually know if she dated Kinzo, or if it was just one-sided. She seems to have some beef with Kinzo. I don't know if that's because they dated, or because she just finds him cringe. If possible,
Probably betrayed her and... Oh, sorry. I was just going to say... He probably... if I just had to guess... They probably were a thing, but then he betrayed her at one point, and so she never came back, and, like, this is kind of a curse. And ever since then, he has been obsessed with her because he knew he fucked up, and so the rest of his life was spent like this. And this is, like, payoff to all of that. Which, like, her talk from the last stream was her, like, it's really humans who are the true monsters and all that.
Possible then I would kin Shannon so hard. Elia, you have beef with Barn, so it could go either way. Oi. And yeah, I agree with Barn. I don't know where my view is yet. I feel like she just used him to her advantage, and then he tried to control her or something, and she's mad. Yeah. She seems to have an issue with the whole, like, humans keep asking for more. like, she was saying, like, when a human wants a wish granted, they'll ask for, like, more wishes or stuff like that. So maybe, like, she just came to give him that wish, and he wanted more from her, and she was like, damn, you're fucking selfish, die.
Cringe.
I don't think it would be that simple. I bet there's more to it, yeah.
Oh, there's obviously more to it, but that's just, like, one of the information I have. This is just, like, a soul read.
Beato used Kinzo to ripen the fruits. She was almost assuredly betrayed, but I don't think she used him. So you see, the whole tea with Kinzo and Beato is that, spoilers classified, undisclosed.
You know, honestly, I understand, Jackie. I am reading between the lines.
I finally understand. All at once, the gold butterflies attacked George, who was hurriedly trying to remove the contents of the pouch. Let's go.
The red truth?
At that time, a bright red flash seemed to light up in the room for an instant. That red flash seemed to cut a hole in the cloud of gold butterflies raging around the room, drawing a circle with Shannon at the center. Oh!
Furniture fight back?
Let's go. Well, I mean, Kanon was able to use the guitar. And his was red as well, wasn't it? Beatrice seemed more sad than angry in the garden scene. In fact, I don't remember her angry at all. Upset would be the correct word. Yeah, that's true. So he did something that made her sad.
Yeah.
So the resulting scene looked truly divine. Almost as though a single streak of light had cut through the clouds in this world of gold. George, who was curled in a ball, trying to protect himself from the group of butterflies, didn't have a clue what was going on. Then he noticed that Shannon was standing guard in front of him, shielding him.
Hey, yo.
As she glared at the witch and the rest with a serious face she'd never shown him before. Well, he was crying, screaming her name, so it could have been pity, or a mix of everything. Yeah, I guess we'll find out eventually.
I mean, anger comes from sadness as well.
That's true. I'd forgotten. You are another sample of Kinzo's outstanding furniture. And you've matured much more than Kanon. It seems like Kinzo is making, like, demon light people with Kanon and Shannon. So maybe that's also part of a reason why she doesn't like him. George, what were you doing not being Shannon's meat shield? Classic George L. Yeah, what the fuck, George? Letting her take the shield for you?
I don't think he was expecting her to do that.
How could you do that to Kanon-kun? I don't mean killing him. How could you erase his remains and even try to disgrace his honor? Come now, Shannon. Is that why you're mad? If you're lonely because Kanon hasn't been around, just let me know and I'll let you see him whenever you like. Wonder if Shannon will use a fighting game move.
Hey.
Oh, there we go. I knew it. It was a demon posing as Kanon. Like throwing a teapot at Beatrice. Pouring tea poorly is a move in the fighting game, I just realized. Let's go! When the witch snapped her fingers, one of the 6 goat attendants glittered gold and changed into Kanon. It was definitely a sight to make one doubt their eyes. It was definitely Kanon's face. However, in those eyes, the glint of Kanon's integrity was nowhere to be seen. They were the hazy eyes of furniture that only obeyed the orders of the witch. George couldn't understand the scene right before his eyes. I feel like we should not take this literally. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, maybe it's an illusion. Maybe the whole butterfly thing are an illusion. And that's why if you go out into the rain, you can't like see it. Like an actual illusion, like not a magic illusion. It's hard saying it because English, but like a magic trick illusion.
Yeah, no,
not
I know.
magic. Yeah.
Yeah, magic isn't real. It never was. It's all been smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, smoke and mirrors. Exactly.
You've been saying magic is real this whole time. Don't even.
Yep. Listen, magic is real. Ugh.
Magic is not real. Demons are real. I'm glad we've established this.
Magic isn't real, but demons are real. Sounds so weird. He finally understood why Goda and the rest had been unable to talk about what they'd seen in the servant room. I mean, it could be like mass, like, hysteria, insanity, or whatever, too.
Which again brings me to the Heliconius Hecale. Or Hecale.
Are you enjoying this? Yes, I am.
That smile. She's having the time of her life.
It's always fun to reunite a pair that have been torn apart by death. After all, I get to enjoy tearing them apart by death, reuniting them, and then tearing them apart again. So, Kanon, go and play with your sister. What did I miss? The butterflies turned into Kanon, and Shannon has, like, uber shield powers, apparently.
Yes.
If she knocks you about, let her see you suffer with all the anguish you can manage. From the imposter Kanon's arm, a strangely shining curve extended. Yeah, and Kanon's was red, not purple. He planned to tear Shannon apart with that. With a single stroke, he would attack Shannon, who still hadn't prepared her heart, and someone Looney Tunes their way under a door and killed Goda. yeah, that too. Beelzebub appeared, but I think Adamello is here for Beelzebub, right? I won't forgive you. I'll never forgive you for dishonoring the dead, not just once, but twice. Enough babbling. Go get killed by your brother, Shannon. I'm sure you'll bear witness to a wonderful dream. You have the matchup, Shannon.
You got this.
Oh god. She was as hot as the one in Obey Me. Just I wish she was hotter, aka dressed better. Agreed. Get those, like, fucking crotch frills out of here. 07 expansion. First with the fucking maid uniform from Higurashi. The imposter Kanon certainly seemed to lunge at Shannon, drawing several purple curves. Build up your meter. Crotch frills keep haunting me. Are they in Kikonia too? I would not be surprised if they're in Kikonia. When he flew at her, it was as though some kind of invisible wall had been placed in front of her. The wall repelled the imposter, leaving a bright red ripple on its surface. No, it didn't repel him. It smashed him.
Get smashed, idiot.
It knocked him back, turning him into golden dust, into little bits scattering him. They are in Kikonia, and they are the absolute worst version of crotch frill. God, that's definitely a fetish of his, isn't it? Because it's in every game. And it's such like a weird design thing that it's gotta be. I love that barrier in the fighting game. It makes some cool meterless combos. Ooh. That foolish furniture who had taken Kanon's form and even disgraced his honor after death, broke into countless gold butterflies. And then those butterflies themselves broke into pieces, and those pieces were broken into pieces. Until they were no longer butterflies, but a golden splash that faded away.
Golden splash. Shannon.
George-san, please don't move from that spot.
That was hot as hell.
I I don't want to shift the central axis. Damn. Well, this is certainly a surprise. So, though your face makes it look as though you wouldn't hurt a fly, you can display such power? I see. So that spirit mirror is lending you strength. But you don't have the tools or the time to draw out its true power. I won't let you have either of those. I'm telling you, she has the matchup on her side.
We do, though.
The spirit mirror George gripped had let out a divine glow, displaying a strength powerful enough not to submit to wicked forces. But that glow was no match for the witch's sinister nature. This is why furniture can be frightening. That feeling, like unexpectedly stubbing your little toe on the corner of a cabinet. Oh yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that hurts. You know, honestly, she's very right for that one. I agree with Beatrice on a lot, but I also agree with her on this.
Yes, this is why furniture can be frightening. You furniture, furniture, furniture!
Yeah.
I am not furniture. And right now, you seem very pitiful to me. What?
Sorry, Shannon just hit her with the, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Huh. What did this furniture, who hasn't lived even 100 years, just say to a 1,000-year-old witch? Beatrice is insanely OP in the fighting game. I would imagine so. They got the power levels right. She is all over the top tier of that game. I am not surprised.
If she wanted to in this game, in this base media, she could wipe them all out without following any rules if she so chose. She just doesn't want to.
But then she can't do magic if she doesn't do risk. She's a top. Oh, okay. I guess I'm a bot.
Twy, we already knew this.
I mean, yeah, Beatrice is definitely the top. Because she's on top of you. She's got you under her foot.
There you go. Thank you, Ellie.
You're a very pitiful person. Of course, two people in love will have regrets when they're separated. Thank you, Elio. You're welcome. But they'll feel none of that kind of regret you're hoping for. You dare to speak furniture? Have you forgotten the days when you were so desperate to be tied to George that you licked my shoes? Living with love and crawling through the muck is what humans do.
We're just gonna gloss over that.
If you sneer and look down on them for that, then you're far inferior to them. Oh! She didn't lick your shoes though, Beato. Cope and seed. Yeah, that was... Did Kanon do that? I think she was telling them to do that. For real, that was your brother.
Kanon.
Yeah, it was Kanon, yeah. Especially now, I pity you. How precious is it for a loving couple when they bring their love to fruition by sleeping together on their first night? It does have meaning. It definitely does. But it's completely different from what you're saying. It means something so sacred that one such as you has no right to speak of it wickedly. So I no longer have any regrets. Conan did that so that he could delay Shannon's death, yeah. Sorry, what on the first night?
Yeah. I mean, I know you wouldn't understand Twy, but...
George-san and I have sworn our love to each other. As proof, I accepted his ring. With that, our eternal vows were completed. No matter how you torture us with your wicked magic and your malice, you cannot disgrace eternity. Damn, she really told Beato cope and seethe. I'm so sorry, Elliot. Wait, why are you head patting me? Making you read that? Why? What's that supposed to mean? Huh?
I mean, it means what it means, you know?
Don't speak in cheap ideals like some poet.
Imagine if she just starts crying right now. Like, what? Shannon, why?
Love is lust. Totally meaningless unless you're sleeping together. Men are mere flies and maggots that get drawn to your female scent and crowd around you. I mean, that is true. I mean, look at chat.
Hey, listen, I'm not saying anything.
Do you still not understand that at your age?
Right now, she just looks like a concerned parent. Like, what are you talking about? Do you not understand what all this is about, Shannon?
Are you gonna let her speak to you like that, Elio? Oi. Frick you, Elio.
Yes.
Yes, look at us, because she's mommy. She's speaking straight facts. She saw how you guys were reacting, and that's what she said. Sits Beato down and introduces her to the asexual/aromantic spectrum. Maybe Beato was the ace all along.
The ace attorney.
You'll despair the very first time you witness the dark lust of that glasses man behind you. You'll be crushed, shocked, dumbfounded, stupefied, and it's all useless, Shannon! Does that mean... Huh. That makes me think that might be what Kinzo did to her. Like,
I mean, yeah, that would make sense.
yeah. And why she hates love and stuff. And just views it as lust. Or whatever.
Because she originally thought of it as love, and then as soon as he started lusting after her, she was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I was not acting
bad.
horny, though. I support my ace queens. Beelzebub.
Beelzebub.
Yeah, that's enough talk out of you, you furniture! Who the hell do you think you are? Talking like that? No matter how beautiful you try to make love sound, in the end it's a fraud because love is filthy filth. Don't people become adults when they realize that? Die, you trash! Furniture scrap! Yeah, she's got some issues.
Yeah, you know, I've noticed that she does not have very good vocabulary when she's actually thrown off, because she just keeps repeating words over and over.
Yeah. This really talks like that old woman teacher from Jimmy Neutron. Fucking...
Miss
what's
Fowl.
her name? Mrs. Fowl, God.
Yeah, Miss Fowl.
Gets rejected once. Goes insane. I don't think she got rejected. Is the thing, though, Leonix.
It's that she was accepted, but not in a good way.
Yeah. That's what I think happened between her and Kinzo. That's my feeling I'm getting from this. I'll turn you into a filthy maggot. Then we'll see whether that glasses guy still loves you.
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
If you were turned into a filthy maggot by a golden witch.
Would you love me if I was a maggot? I'll turn you into a filthy maggot. Then we'll see whether that glasses guy still loves you. I'll show you that this guy only had his eyes on your flesh. Yeah. Yeah,
With the face, it's...
Yeah, I think Kinzo tried something with Beato, and Beato did not like it. Die, you piece of crap! Don't you tell me about love!
Cope, sees, mall,
Holy
L.
shit. The invisible column of light with Shannon at the center started to have bright red ripples drawn all over it at once. Then again, Beato was very convincing when talking about love being the only element. Well, there's one thing to note. Kinzo has children, and I highly doubt Battler is Beatrice's descendant. So...
No, so it was probably they were together, but he married after the fact.
Yeah.
And had kids and everything.
Yeah. I mean, he did say that he didn't want to be with the woman he had all the children with. But he had to. But the real person he was after was Beatrice.
Beato.
The wall did its best to withstand the unseeable malice that tried to corrode in on them from all directions. Yeah, he had to, like, as part of, like, kind of like the whole thing with, like, George with Ava and all that, what she tells him. I think Kinzo was going through the same thing. He just slipped and fell 4 times. Do we know anything of Kinzo's wife? It was a loveless marriage, apparently.
That she took the kids.
What, do you actually think you're resisting? You're insignificant, you're frail, just like your cheap ideals do— Hold on, I want to read that.
I bet you do.
She was
going
coping.
off.
Yeah, it was a loveless marriage and she suspected Kinzo of cheating. I wish she took the kids. No, Barn. I took the kids.
How dare you?
Okay, yeah, I want to see what she said.
Yeah, here it is.
Okay.
No, it was...
Oh,
yeah.
it was this one. Okay. Yeah, that's enough talk out of you, you furniture. Who the hell do you think you are talking like that? No, wait. Hmm?
No, this is so.
Oh, it
after this
skipped
one.
it.
Yeah, it just straight up skipped it. I think that was just her going insane.
Hold on. I want to read what she said. I didn't read it because I was paying attention to chat.
See what you've done, chat? Twy just said he would check VOD while you continue, but no, we don't need that. We need answers. We don't need questions arc. We need answers arc.
Yeah. I don't know how to skip in this.
Try control.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, yep. That'll do it. God, I wish, but he's busy taking L's.
He's too busy taking L's, yeah. Poor Battler. Or praise Battler, you know, whichever one you want to do.
We have not seen Battler reacting to any of the weird scenes, have we? I don't think so, no.
The last scene that there was Beatrice comforting him after the scene of her, like, saying, hey, might want to lick my shoes now.
Sorry for flashing lights, by the way, since I'm skipping.
Adamello, move away, quickly. I'll let you know when it's done.
Okay. Okay, the fight with Kanon.
It's after she says, like, I pity you and all that. It's like I'm watching, it's like I'm absorbing all this knowledge already. So it's a little bit further than this. It's after she says, like, I'm pitying you and all that.
Okay, here we go. I saw...
So, yeah, we'll just... Yeah.
I saw her say pity. Okay, so I'll just be paying attention to what Beatrice said. Since she goes on for a long time.
Sorry, Shannon. The true main character's talking now. So this was this.
Yeah.
This was this. Her look here is just, I don't know, it's really sad. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. She looks very distraught.
Okay, so I think it's after this.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Battler watching this and saying, yeah, I could explain all of this? Okay, so it's here.
Yeah, what, do you actually think you're resisting? You're insignificant, you're frail, just like your cheap ideals, just a frail pretense. You're just hiding what you don't want to see by covering it with a veil. Do you still not understand? That's why you're furniture, you furniture? See, it's being erased. Crunch, crunch, snap, snap. How thin, how shameful. Parmigiano Reggiano would be harder to cut through than your frail resistance. Okay, there we go. The golden wind.
She's just going insane.
Yeah. Okay, flashing should be done now.
Yeah, it would not be a betrayal if she did not care. Yeah, exactly. She was betrayed, which is why she's so bitter towards it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that she cared about him, but she didn't care about him in that way, too, is a thing to keep in mind, too. The golden windstorm that covered the room gradually began to shave the walls off the column that protected Shannon and George. Damn, she and Battler really are made for each other. They can't take an L.
Honestly, yeah, I respect that.
The bright red ripples frantically drew a resonating pattern, but that just turned it into a red wall of despair that began to wrap the two of them up. Oh god.
Yeah, no, the flashing is pretty big. At least while this is happening.
Yeah. George-san, I'm sorry. It was too much for me, after all.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just the background music and her saying that. Just this is a Fire Emblem character death scene.
It is. And this is you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank you. You fought for my sake. That alone makes me happy.
It's okay, Shannon. Switch and make George build meter. The round wall that had once protected them was assaulted and covered with a curve of bright red ripples as it seemed to scream. And it began to suck the two of them up instead. George-san, can I ask a favor?
No.
Shannon grasped George's hand behind her. So George hugged her shoulders just as strongly.
What is it?
In the end, please let me hear you say I love you.
No.
Oh, yeah, he said her name.
Yeah, Sayo.
Accidentally clicked through it. Oh,
It's
everything's red now.
Dude, this is the red truth.
I love Amelia. It's okay, Shannon. If I was Shannon, I would have kissed George to rub it into Beatrice.
Honestly, yeah.
Accidentally. Jojo, do 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 do, golden wing, do 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 do.
Oh, I just accidentally skipped George saying I love you. Yeah, accidentally, quote unquote. Which happens to be Barn saying I love you to someone else.
Shut up.
Very suspicious, Bun Bun.
Shut up. After Genji finished his late meal, he went out to do the nighttime rounds inside the mansion. He'd eaten some reheated soup that Goda had made, along with some random leftovers from the refrigerator. Those were all things Goda had made himself, and were, of course, delicious. Beatrice having a freak out, oh no, we need to go back to my safe from an hour ago. So, ironically, Genji was the one who survived to the end.
Yeah.
The one that was all by himself. George saying, I love you. Oh fuck, I accidentally skipped it. He had half-heartedly gone to ask Rosa and the others what they would do for dinner. Yeah, Rosa is still alive. But he'd been yelled at by a voice telling him that the canned food they had would be enough, and the door wasn't even open for him. How convenient. So, ironically, the servant Genji was able to eat a more delicious meal. But why was it that Genji wasn't afraid to do the rounds all by himself? Even though all of those crimes had been committed, and many people had already met a brutal end.
Because it was him.
Judging by his appearance as he carried out his usual tasks without a trace of fear, as though everything was normal, you might think all of the horrible events that day had been no more than a dream or an illusion. So, she was not the one with the death flag. She gave everyone else a death flag. Yep. Everyone with death flags doesn't die. Apparently. Has he taken a philosophic view, or had he just accepted his fate? Genji must have considered it a virtue that, when the fate that awaited him was unavoidable, he carry out his duties systematically until the last moment. The depths of his heart would probably remain hidden for all eternity, unless he spoke of them himself. He had returned his master key to Rosa, so the places he could reach were extremely limited. All he could do was walk around the hallways, checking to make sure all the windows were closed. That probably made his rounds go a lot faster than usual. Gay? Okay, go ahead.
I didn't know if you wanted to voice him or if you wanted me to voice him.
I like him.
Okay. Yeah, you voice him.
At the sound of a reserved knock. Okay. I guess if it's Rosa and him, you can be him, I'll be Rosa, I guess.
Okay.
Aunt Rosa,
Or
who had been...
I could be Rosa. I could do a mean Rosa.
Okay. Alright. Aunt Rosa, who had been falling into... You really are just playing all the characters.
Yeah, that's my role in this.
Aunt Rosa, who had been falling into a doze, jumped up and woke up, pointing the barrel of the gun at the door. She yelled, I can do a mean Rosa. Mean Rosa is redundant. True.
Who is it?
I was napping on a sofa, and that voice also brought me back to reality. Rosa-sama. It is I, Genji.
Oh, good. Boom! Do you have some business? Don't worry about opening the door. Tell us from there.
Yes, ma'am. In that case, forgive me for speaking in this fashion. I found Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa's corpses.
What did you say? I see.
I'm Genji. Wrong answer. Shoots.
Very well. Let's go and check them. Until I see the corpses, I won't believe anyone. I'm Maria. Boom, boom.
Oh my god.
It's okay, Batley. If you stay with me, it'll definitely be okay.
Ooh, spotted. Maybe my face seemed to be darkened with anxiety. Maria grasped my hand with her small hand and spoke softly, trying to give me courage. This implies that
she has a big hand.
This implies that.
Say that?
Yeah?
Sorry. Keep it on.
This implies that Genji enjoyed a nice yummy meal before deciding to go report the bodies to the others. Don't worry, Genji. You're part of the family. Unloads the whole clip on Genji. Since it was Aunt Rosa's job to ready the gun and stand guard, it fell to me to remove the barricade of sofas.
Boom! Oh, sorry.
Just got in the way.
Shouldn't have been caught slacking.
When I finished, I took a backwards glance at Aunt Rosa, who was pointing the barrel of the gun over my shoulder, and opened the door.
Genji-san, where are their corpses?
In the courtyard. You're like family to me. Then why are you pointing a gun at me? Because I see you like my own child. I shall guide you.
Battler-kun, wait. Just in case, let's check the doors and windows of this room. Wait a second. 1.
Aunt Rosa called me to a halt to prevent me from going on ahead and began to carefully check the locks on each of the windows. How condensed is the anime compared to the actual VN? I'm assuming because Jackie said it was 24 episodes and it was just the question arcs, which are like 24 chapters. So like, whatever 24 divided by 4 is, that's how much each... So like...
6.
6? So like,
Yeah.
6 episodes per chapter, I guess?
3 hours per arc. That is generous.
Rosa with a gun reminds me of the moral oral hunting trip episode. Anime is really bad, or so I've heard. I think the first of the 4 chapters of the VN is in the first chapter of the anime. That's assuming an episode is 30 minutes. Yeah, it's probably more like 24 or something.
It's always 24. You know what episode? You know what show does have almost 30-minute episodes? ReZero season 2. Let's go ReZero. Common ReZero W.
It's closer to 20 if we exclude OPED and recap preview. Yeah, it was breakneck speed. I had no idea what the fuck was happening. Yeah, the anime is apparently just like, don't watch it. Read the manga.
VN anime adaptations always have to cut and condense so much. Like Danganronpa, that is a shit show to watch.
Oh yeah. So I mean 2 hours per arc. That's insane. Yeah. People are Double Survivor too. Yeah. They're like, oh, instead of covering like everyone's like fate events and stuff, like having them in the story, let's just kill them all off.
I'm fine with that.
Even the hot ladies?
Of course not them.
The mommy?
No, the mommy would survive.
Okay, let's be real. The fate events would be pretty bad to adapt. I see you, and I raise you. Okay, what's everyone's opinion on Persona 4's anime? Because I actually kind of liked the Persona 4 anime, but that would require extending Devil Survivor, because Devil Survivor was 12 and Persona 4 was 24, I think.
Probably. I've only seen one clip of. I've seen 2 clips.
Was
of
it the man
Persona 4
whore?
anime. Yeah, the man whore, and then Rise making like a paper crane out of a brochure, and you just sitting there like, wow, you suck.
Yeah, I watched the Persona 4 anime. It was pretty good, in my opinion. They covered a lot of ground with that anime. That it felt like it wasn't going too fast. An idea of how dense these episodes are, if you grab all the Lord of the Rings, Hobbit included, and stack them together twice, Umineko would still be longer. Yeah, oh my god, that's insane considering that. But it would be like half of that, because it's just the question arcs that the anime covered apparently. But even then, this shit's long. Like, what's my playtime on this right now?
I don't know.
78 hours. And we're on episode 2. Yeah, even with 24 episodes, there's 13 characters for fate events. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more for, like, Persona 4. And, like, those characters are also, like, main characters, so you can work it into, like, the storyline. Like, you could get, like, Irie's, like, fate events through, like, that whole, like, event with the belly button and stuff, like, leading up to that to get to know her more and stuff. I'm surprised myself on how well condensed is the manga of Umineko so far. Most mangas that come from VNs are dialogue galores, and this one is decently sized. Oh, that's good. Okay, I guess it depends on how much you develop the fate events. Yeah, I mean, they could give, like, a few fate events, but not all of them. Persona 4, where everything is the same, but the characters summon different styles of purses. Ellie was so damn annoying in the anime, I can't. Well, apparently he's gonna say something bad at a certain point today.
Yep, I sure am.
Aunt Rosa called
I'm sorry, woman.
Aunt Rosa called me to a halt to prevent me from going on ahead and began to carefully check the locks on each of the windows. But those locks had already been checked once. I felt kind of unpleasant, as though she suspected that I might have secretly unlocked them when she wasn't looking. No, maybe Aunt Rosa was right to be this cautious.
Was Aunt Rosa ever right?
No.
Exactly.
Though it was called a courtyard, it wasn't really a pretty place you could take a walk in, like the Rose Garden. On the contrary, since it was surrounded by the mansion on all sides, it made you feel a little uncomfortable, as though it was telling you that there would be no escape from this mansion, no matter where you tried to run. On the other hand, that meant that even though we could still hear the violent winds, the wind itself was blocked. Death scenes are a very much plus considering it's really faithful to the VN's descriptions. Nice. Genji-san held out an umbrella, but Aunt Rosa ignored him. Yeah, that's why I def recommend the manga. They do a good job condensing the important bits, unlike the anime, and portray scenes well. Amen. They don't shy away from the details. Yeah. I've seen some shots of the manga while I was, like, I have read a little bit of the manga to get, like, some images for thumbnails. Like, I think I grabbed an image of, like, Shannon's dead face to use for something. And yeah, they're really detailed. She was probably hinting that the gun took 2 hands, and it would be dangerous if she took the umbrella. I try not to, like, I only make sure I'm on a chapter that I know I've read before I click on it, though.
Good rule of thumb.
We didn't need Genji-san pointing for us to notice. Right in the center of the courtyard, we could see where Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa-san lay. Aunt Rosa entered the courtyard without even opening an umbrella. I'll wait for you to finish the questions arc, and I will start the manga. That's a good idea. Probably finish the manga on my own. So Genji and I also entered the courtyard without opening one. Only Maria opened hers.
The only smart child. Maria. Is this... you know what?
It's the 7th and the 8th twilights.
I see. Certainly, just as Genji-san and the others said, there are horrible wounds on their necks.
Yeah, so I get... yeah, it really is just mixed order for the twilights.
The cuts are quite sharp. Almost as though they were sliced with a katana or something. Fucking weird.
Those gaping wounds on their necks definitely made me want to avert my eyes. So it was Kinzo! Because Kinzo's a weeaboo!
My god, you're right.
After seeing that Halloween party in the chapel, even though they looked horrible, they were no longer enough to make me feel sick. More importantly, our gazes fell to their legs. To Dr. Nanjo's knee.
Oh, and me.
To Kumasawa-san's ankle. Driven into each of them was something like a knife or a stake with a demonic design. Kinzo would definitely have a katana in his study. He would. Or no, he wouldn't have a katana. He would... like, what's something that's Western for a sword?
Oh, a Colt. He'd have a Colt. He would have a Colt in 1911. That's cool as hell.
They must have been the same as the thing that had pierced Jessica's back. Does the Twilight Scene have to be while they are alive, or can they do it while dead? Well, it looks like it's after they die. Yeah. Because people haven't been dying to the stakes. And a cowboy hat.
No, it has to, because they have to die, and they have to be pierced, and they have to be gouged.
Yeah.
So it says gouge the chest and kill, so that just assumes that you're going to gouge them and kill them, but you don't necessarily need to kill them from the wound you inflict.
Yeah.
On that.
It's just, once they have the stake in them, that's a note that they are one of the Twilights. AU where Kinzo was allowed to be a cowboy.
That'd be great. Yippee-ki-yay, Beato.
And this is
What
you.
is this? Yeah, I know. What is this? It's just like what happened to Jessica-chan. Is this supposed to be some kind of a cult ceremony, I wonder?
I do not know. The last time I saw their bodies, there was nothing like these. Maybe it was done after they were carried out of the servant room.
You're a servant? Boom!
The one stuck into Dr. Nanjo's knee was still standing erect. Atlas dropped the streaming guidelines for P3R. Is it bullshit again? Atlas has like the worst streaming guidelines. Kinzo screams Beatrice because he didn't wish for gold. He wished to be a cowboy. Literally just... Wait, really? Please mark spoilers with a spoiler warning. That's it? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, nice. Probably because the game's been out for like 20 years.
Yeah, well, I mean... Atlas is really bad with their streaming guidelines. What's wrong with Atlas's streaming guidelines? For example, when Persona 5 first came out, they were like, you cannot stream past November. Which is, yeah, well, they learned after people bitched about Persona 5. Yeah, and then when Royal came out, they were also like, you still cannot stream past that point. Which is the casino area, for those of you that know. You can't stream past the casino area. Or I think you have to stop before the casino area or whatever. It was like a very specific day.
Yeah, I remember that. It was some bullshit.
Yeah. And then I think when Persona 4 Golden got released on Steam as well, they had some shitty guideline or whatever. They just have had some pretty dog shit streaming guidelines. So when I heard that, I was expecting them to be like, oh, you can't stream past the Ryoji and Aegis scene. But that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
The one stuck into Dr. Nanjo's knee was still standing erect, but the one that had been thrust into Kumasawa-san's ankle might have been a little shallower. It had come out and fallen over. So, by looking at the one that had fallen over, for the first time, I realized that it wasn't a knife. It's something like a stake.
Oh, it fell. Here, let me just go ahead and jab that back in real fast.
Its full length was probably about 30 centimeters. It was probably made out of bronze or iron or something of the sort. Even without touching it, I could tell it had some weight to it. Yeah, just in case. You wouldn't want him to actually be alive.
Of course not. Like, he served his purpose.
It was composed of a grip and a cone-shaped part, and it was obviously made to be a piercing weapon. Maybe it was like a miniature version of those lances Western knights used on horseback.
Oh, good. That is what I was actually thinking of when he said the cone.
Oh.
Yeah, it's actually what I was thinking of.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you for the head pats, Overtaker. The spiral-shaped ditches in it made it also look like a small drill. However, the grip had an occult design, modeled off a demon or something. So, instead of a weapon used in war, it felt like something that would be used in a ceremony to offer up living sacrifices. Yeah, that probably is what it is for.
There's no mistake. They're meant to be sacrifices.
On the 7th twilight, gouge the knee and kill. On the 8th twilight, gouge the leg and kill.
Wait a sec. That means they've left out the 4th, 5th, and 6th twilights.
Well, you just haven't found them yet. Better get looking.
Could it be?
Of course. Why is Genji-san alone? If something like this has happened, why aren't George, Aniki, Goda-san, and Shannon-chan here? Oh, Genji is gonna look so sus to them.
Oh, absolutely.
Why was Genji-san alone?
Boom! What's going on? Where did George-kun and the other two go?
And we're at the last 4, right? Yeah. So these are the ones.
The last 4.
Yeah, these are the ones going to the Golden Land.
Yep.
They said they wanted to search for something in Madame Natsuhi's room and they left. Do they know? They have not returned yet.
What did you say? You say they left, but when was that?
Who will win the Battle Royale? 2 or 3 hours ago, I believe.
No way. Why didn't you tell us something that... Wait, no. Why didn't you think that was suspicious?
There must be at least one servant on standby at all times. It was my duty to wait for orders until they returned.
To hell with orders, buddy.
Was Genji-san really this much of a robot? This is bad, it's really bad. Dr. Donjo and Kumasawa-san were killed like this, which means that 3 people have already been killed. We ran towards Aunt Natsuhi's room. With a touch of anxiety and just as much resignation. Before we even saw the inside of Aunt Natsuhi's room, we were forced to resign ourselves to a certain fact. On that door was a bizarre scribble. No. Filth? Anyway, the room wasn't in an ordinary state, and without even opening the door, we could imagine what we'd find inside. On the face of the door, how should I say it? Handprints, done heavily with the same red paint as the magic circles from before. Had banged on the door, scratched at it, dirtied it. It looked like the aftermath of a kindergartner playing in the mud. I didn't know what it could mean. The bright red paint that had been slathered on was dripping down, and even though no one said it, it made us think of blood.
Genji-san, please open it.
Aunt Rosa? Boom. Hold it open, thanks. Aunt Rosa held her gun up high and ordered Genji-san to open the door. Genji-san approached it without seeming particularly troubled by that stuff on it, and turned the knob. But immediately turned around, shaking his head. It was locked. At that moment, there was only one person in this mansion who could lock and unlock doors at will. Aunt Rosa. This time, Genji-san asked Aunt Rosa to unlock the door instead of the other way around. After frowning slightly for a second, Aunt Rosa handed me a master key and told me to open the door.
Battler-kun, would you open it for me with this? Just trusting Genji-san with something like that wouldn't...
Aunt Rosa glared at me intensely. You want to get the Glock?
You want to try this again?
I'll load ya. Getting into a fight here would only make the mood turn even more sour. Without talking back anymore, I approached that creepy door and tried the knob. I like how when Natsuhi had the gun, I just felt like I was being protected. But with Rosa, I'm just like, she will shoot anyone.
I know, that's why I've had like the running joke of, oh yeah, boom, boom, boom.
It didn't open. It was definitely the resistance of the lock. I stuck the master key into the keyhole. Oh god. Cause like if it's like gonna be cause it's like 4 parts. And like each sibling that is like the head of like okay, like Natsuhi isn't like an Ushidamiya by birth, but like an Ushidamiya through marriage is what I mean to say. So like, instead of it being crossed, it was Natsuhi, and then we have Rosa, who is like birth Ushidamiya. So like, in the later chapters, I'm assuming the ones with the gun is gonna be Ava and what was her name?
I do
Battler's
not
mom.
remember.
The one with the
don't know.
titty. Yeah, Kirie.
Bro, titty? Holy
Yeah,
shit, really?
the titty tie thing. That's all I
Dude,
remember
that's
her
cool.
for.
That's cool as hell, actually.
Wait. Yeah, so can you imagine Ava with a gun?
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, so Rosa got the gun here, yeah. And Nazi had the gun last time. And he had the letter from Beatrice. Yeah. So whoever gets the gun in the first one, Natsuhi got the gun, yeah.
So whoever gets the gun.
Jesus, Ava with a gun would shoot a servant for sure. She would shoot Shannon immediately. Does that mean Natsuhi had the letter? Yeah, it might be. I think Natsuhi had a letter too. So whoever gets the letter is gonna have the gun later, I think. And it's gonna be one of the 4 women of the head. Does that mean the letter is just instructions to the gun?
I mean, it might be a, hey, you've been invited to join this game. Do this.
It could give her an indicator. Like, maybe it didn't tell specifically for the gun, but be like, hey, go here. Or else bad things will happen. Umineko is peak because it has milfs with guns.
Thank you for finally validating me, Jackie. Finally.
I stuck the master key in the key. I'm gonna assume next chapter is gonna be Ava with a gun because Kirie with a gun sounds like, because she's like Battler's mom and stuff. That sounds like the ultimate, like, final chapter.
Clunk.
There was a slight resistance. Aunt Rosa told me to be on my guard, and I opened the door without really guarding myself in any way. And then, there was a scene laid out before us that didn't betray my expectations at all. Kirie with a gun would be too powerful. Stream will have to be marked for adult content.
Yeah, honestly. This is too good. How horrible.
I assume Linux unknowingly said a spoiler.
Possibly. As I thought, it's a reproduction of the 4th, 5th, and 6th Twilights.
The inside of the room looked as though a robber had just broken in. Drawers had been flung open, pulled out, and had their contents thrown about all over the place. Leaving the room so cluttered you'd never believe it belonged to the methodical Aunt Natsuhi. But the very first thing that caught our eyes was Goda-san's corpse lying face down right in front of the door.
I voiced that sack of meat.
Let's go! Goda-san's dead!
Ding dong, Goda's dead.
George is dead! Shannon's dead.
Oh. George is dead.
But George is dead!
But George is dead with Shannon.
Yeah. Yeah, he sure is. They died together.
That should be me!
Should have been me, not him. It's not fair. George died though, ending the engagement. Yeah, but now Shannon's dead, so I can't engage her. I can't Fire Emblem engage. Thank you, Overtaker.
Not him! It's not fair!
Thank you. Right in the center of his chest, almost though it had been struck there to finish off a vampire, was one of those demon stakes from before. Exactly how far could it have reached after being stuck that deeply into his chest? There are ghost marriages in Japan, so you can still marry her. Let's go! Just imagining it would make anyone's chest hurt. George, it's fine if you don't want to marry me. Ellie, oh god, I hope her fiancé dies and she marries me.
Wasn't gouging the chest the 5th Twilight? Will you say anything other than ooh?
What are you, my mom?
No, I'm not actually gonna hurt you because I'm not a terrible person.
That's what her mom
Fuck you,
always
Rosa.
says. Maria grabbed my hand. My expression looked just like normal. Who am I supposed to root for, I wonder?
See, I told you, I can do a mean Rosa. I'm very good at it. Even though I'm Battler.
But maybe she really was afraid of the aura in this room where 3 corpses lay. And along the wall, farthest into the room, George Aniki lay dead. This time, one of those stakes had been rammed right into the center of his stomach.
Gouge the stomach and chill.
Yeah, wasn't gouging the stomach the 6th twilight?
This is where my parents died, Maria. Ooh.
Shannon-chan's corpse was face down in front of the dresser, lying in a sea of blood. Had she seen her own face at the end? In that horribly broken mirror stained with blood? Because she was lying that way, I couldn't see her face, but I could guess even without seeing it. Nearby, in the sea of blood she lay in, a demon stake had fallen. Only the 4th twilight was left. Gouge the head and kill. Maybe my heart was totally worn out and dead. Even though I knew it was wrong, I lifted her head and checked. And I confirmed that my guess had been right on the mark. When are we gonna find Kinzo's dead body, though? There was a gaping hole in Shannon-chan's head, and the insides were dripping out. Not only that, but you could even see inside her. Her name isn't Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. I did not hit her. It is bullshit. Oh, hi, Mark.
Kinzo survived. Wowie, wowie. I think Kinzo is living through this one, Chief. Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. After seeing that, I finally realized I was doing something wrong. I immediately averted my eyes, but by now, it was probably pointless.
Hey, Battler-kun.
We had 4 survivors last time, though. The 4 cousins. Yeah, it was Battler, Jessica, George. Did Kanan and Shannon go to the Golden Land too last time, or was it just Shannon?
I think so. I think they did go. No, I think it was just Shannon. I could be wrong, though. I do not remember anything from the first chapter.
They did, but they died. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're all gonna die here and go to the Golden Land in the end anyway, but we're getting out of Rokenjima with this one. We saw both Kanon and Shannon. Okay, so it was 5. So yeah. Kinzo is getting out of this one.
Holy shit.
He
Good
won.
job, Kinzo. You mustn't touch anything until the police come.
He gets to simp. Elio, no, you forgot Maria. Maria, Rosa, Battler, Genji. So that's 4. So wouldn't it be 5?
No, in the last one, Maria.
Oh yeah, Maria was there too. Oh god, so it's not a number then. It's not a solid number then, because we don't have enough left.
Yeah, they found her jawbone. What do you think you're doing touching it? What will you do if our precious evidence on the scene gets disturbed?
And Rosa got violently mad at me and even tugged at the back of my collar.
Boom!
I tottered limply and fell on my butt, gazing dimly up at the ceiling. So it's 4 survivors, 6 in the Golden Land. Now there's 5 survivors, I think? How could she survive with half her head? She had a good head on her shoulders.
Maria.
Oh?
With this, even the 8th twilight is over.
Oh, you're talking about the first chapter with Shannon, huh?
Yeah, that's what they were talking about.
Yeah,
What
because
was the
Shannon did
9th
die,
twilight?
yeah.
Yeah. What was the 9th twilight again?
On the 9th twilight, the witch shall revive, and none shall be left alive.
I see.
Yeah, they did find the jaw of Maria. Oh! Thank you for the raid, Moggy! How is No More Heroes? Yeah. Yeah, so you were referring to the first one. So there were like 4 people that survived, and then like a few people from the dead got taken to the Golden Land. I don't know what qualifies as going to the Golden Land at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to see from this one. See if it's still a solid number, if it's different each time. But that was in the credits. I don't know if the police were correct or not. Lots of fun, but my hands started cramping against Shinobu, so I had to... Oh, I love Shinobu. Though to be fair, Natsuki wasn't necessarily needed in the sacrifice. She just died after trying to throw hands at Beatrice. Have you done anything with the cat? I love just playing with the cat in No More Heroes. Did you enjoy the made boring on purpose city mini games? Yeah, did you enjoy picking up all the coconuts? I have no faith in the police's findings. Amen.
Same.
So true. You play with Jean every time. Good. It's what she deserves.
I see. After this, the Golden Witch Beatrice will be revived. What then?
To be honest, the minigames aren't as bad on a normal controller. Oh.
On the final 10th twilight.
On the 10th twilight, at journey's end, you shall attain to the power of the Golden Land's treasures, once and for the last time.
Yeah, so Moggy... Gouda Cheese died. Wahoo! George
True.
died. Yippee! Shannon died.
George died.
But George died! That's Gouda news. It's not copium. Someone who we think died has to have survived. I was gonna say the bosses on the highest difficulty will really fuck up your hand.
So most there should be 5 people at the end of the ceremony each game unless someone pisses off Pieto that much. That makes sense.
If you have a little too much health,
Difficulty by making them damage sponges, my favorite.
Mild is the highest you can select on a new file. There are 18 people, 6 die first, then 2, then 5. Maria didn't do the murders now, did she?
Ooh.
Guess we'll find out in the answer arcs.
Very soon, the door to the Golden Land will be open. Very soon.
The witch shall be revived and none shall be left alive, huh?
Even if she didn't, that doesn't mean she actually died.
Just because you die doesn't mean you're dead. We're gonna die now?
I kept getting close with Shinobu and then I got pelted with sonic swords and died immediately. Maria is the true evil, and I approve it. Ooh. She can be evil as a treat.
True. Or does this mean the ceremony of sacrifices is over? And that now at Journey's End we'll reach the Golden Land?
Yeah, Maria's been attached to Rosa's hip the entire time this round, so like, it sure would be difficult, even if she wasn't a literal child. Yeah, well, I guess they were meaning for like the first chapter. I definitely don't think Maria would be able to commit these murders, because she's been in the room with Rosa the whole time. Especially not the Shannon, George, and Gouda Cheese deaths.
I mean, unless like magic is real, which it's not, so.
Imagine if Overtaker's message was just deleted by Chucky right now. We find her in the Golden Land with the rest of dead people. She is dead. Yeah, chapter 1. Out of 6 in the Golden Land, only 2 are confirmed dead. Yeah, because the one who killed everyone was Beatrice. Ooh.
Liato. What is our journey? We've spent the whole day trying to find the culprit, spinning our heads as we tried to break out of the situation, and we haven't gotten anywhere. It's like they say, thinking stupid is no better than sleeping. That's right. We've spent the whole day burning ourselves up with hatred and paranoia. We were so sure we could only trust the dead, that we came all the way here just to confirm these 3 deaths with our own hands. Or eyes. These deaths with our hands. just make sure they're dead. If we're like this, why? Why should we be able to make it to the Golden Land?
Oh, okay. I'll sleep, Battler. Let's wait to see how this ends to confirm. There's more proof.
We're in question mark 2.
Yeah. There's still like 6 whole chapters, and 4 of them are answer arcs to the question arc, so we're just being presented questions right now. There's more proof pointing at everyone being dead than alive. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Nothing matters. I'm so glad you agree, Linux.
That's right. If we couldn't resolve any of our problems anyway, it would have been so much better if we'd locked ourselves up the whole time without thinking at all. Grandfather's the wisest of us.
Debatable.
He's been shut up in his room since yesterday without any contact with anyone. That was the right decision. Grandfather was the most correct of us all.
Hey, whose body is that? It's okay, Battler.
It's Maria.
If you're with me, you'll be okay. The witch is very fickle, and she's a terrifying being who might kill humans partly for fun sometimes. However, if you're with me, you'll be okay. So don't be afraid.
Thank you. Even if you're just saying it to console me, I'm glad.
After Aunt Rosa finished investigating their corpses, she announced that she'd sealed this room again. Chased the rest of us, stole back the master key she'd lent me, and locked the door again. Maria the kind of girl to see 5 corpses and say,
It's okay. It's not you.
It's me.
Maria! It's a me, Maria. Maria!
Maria. Chi.
Bring in the dancing band! Apparently, Judge Aniki had been holding the key to Aunt Natsuhi's room. She also collected that. Wait a sec. She's got all of the master keys on her person. If Natsuhi's own key was locked up inside this room, doesn't that make it another closed room?
Of course, because the corpses were made with magic.
Magic.
So what? Is this the 4th closed room? It's not true. She'd do that with 6.
Dude, 4th closed room, like every Danganronpa chapter 4 ever is a closed room mystery. not everyone, but just I remember the closed room.
That was Sakura, and then number 2 was no, that was
No, there's only one locked room.
yeah. Komaeda wasn't Komaeda was the 5th one, right? Or
Komaeda was the... Yeah, no, Komaeda was the 5th one.
Komaeda was the 5th one. Yeah, I don't think that was the locked room yet, though. Chapter 4. Oh, Chapter 4 is Nekomaru. Let's not say...
Oh, no, chapter...
Let's
yeah,
not
yeah,
say
let's
V3's one. Let's not say V3's one. Because Barn hasn't gotten to that point yet.
V3 was a death in the video game Danganronpa V3.
Yeah, I'm just... I know you know Twi, but I'm just saying that for anyone else in chat that is thinking of being like, oh, this person died.
True, true.
I don't have a clue what's going on anymore. If only the dead are innocent and everyone alive is a wolf. That leaves only me, Aunt Rosa, Maria, and Genji-san.
And Kinzo.
And besides, there's only grandfather and that 19th person, the guest we've seen no trace of, Beatrice.
Watch out for her.
13 people have died, and 6 are left. How would a wolves and sheep puzzle with only 6 people end? Think about it, a 2D fighting game stage is a closed room. Even though a puzzle that started with 19 people has been reduced to 6, I can't think of an answer. Free real estate for Beato!
True. She does get the entire manor now.
We returned to the parlor. I was a bit worried that while we were gone, a creepy magic circle or something might have been drawn on the parlor door. But thankfully, we didn't find anything like that.
6? Yeah, there are 6 people alive, technically. Well, not technically, but they are alive.
Wait, 6?
Yeah, Kinzo, Maria, Rosa, Battler.
Oh yeah,
Genji,
I guess
and
Beatrice
then,
is
and
being
then Beatrice,
counted.
because she's the 19th.
Yeah. Yeah, he counted Beatrice. Okay, and let's look at their death screens. She spent her last moments with— oh, and now the death screens for, these people should be updated too.
No. Well, not for Canada, anyway.
The cook was cooked.
Oh my god.
Okay, had a weapon shaped like a stake rammed in its ankle. With this, even the 8th Twilight is finished. And then Manjo. With this, the 7th Twilight is finished. Died in Nazi's room with his stomach pierced by a weapon shaped like a stake. It's possible that they would have ended up as the 2nd Twilight.
Beata thinks she's so fucking funny. God, no, she is funny. She's hilarious, actually.
Yeah, the cook got cooked.
Thank you, Genji-san. This is far enough.
That joke was either made by a child or by Twi. Beato is a child.
Beata was absolutely a child.
Yeah.
1,000-year-old baby.
It was definitely Beato that wrote this.
Please rest for the day.
Initially, I thought it was Maria writing everything, but I think it's Beatrice. No? Certainly. She's actually 5 years old. If you take away the, 3 zeros after them,
Yeah.
then please excuse me.
Hey, Aunt Rosa.
I went from Maria to Beatrice to Maria again.
Are you saying you'll leave Genji-san all alone in a situation like this? That's right.
Sorry.
I do think it's quite dangerous.
The 3 zeros after them. Hey, don't call Barn, Overtaker, and I zeros.
Hey. But in that case, why is he safe? After those 3 headed to Natsuhi Nesan's room, he was alone the whole time. And yet, he's safe. It's a wolves and sheep puzzle. Why would a sheep be safe if it was all alone, and therefore in its weakest possible position?
Hey, Billy.
Probably because, by coincidence, there weren't any wolves around. Oh, you
hold on.
poor sweet summer child.
My bonk thing looks a little off. Let me fix it.
Be bunked more efficiently.
Yep, that would do it. That would do it. That I knew it was off.
Amazing.
Let's move it to its rightful place.
Yes.
Anyway.
I'm assuming you're putting it over me.
Yes,
but no.
I was.
Yeah. The stream took a minute to catch up.
But unfortunately, your layer is above it, so it wouldn't bonk you anyway.
Wrong. It's because it wasn't a sheep. Are you saying Genji-san's a wolf? He said he was alone in the kitchen, but that's impossible to prove.
Yeah, Genji does look pretty sus.
Mm-hmm. The only ones who could have carried Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa-san's corpses, who could have killed George and the rest, were him and Beatrice, right? Wait, with that argument, anyone...
Butler-sama, thank you for your concern. I believe trust is won not with 100 excuses, but with simple faithfulness. Even if I am not able to gain your trust, I wish to be faithful until the end. Aw, he's such a cool guy.
Genji-san. Yeah, no, he's super cool. Then we're decided. Boom, boom, kneecapped. If you're truly innocent, the police will prove that for us when they come tomorrow. So, until then, we cannot remove you from suspicion. After your long years of service, I find it truly painful to treat you so poorly. No, you don't. Fuck off, Rose. But please understand about tonight. And when tomorrow comes, please let us make up again.
Genji-san gave his head a small shake. It's such a shame, because Rosa is such a nice name. I really like the name Rosa. Why'd I have to go to someone like her?
I don't know.
Do you think Rosa was dumb enough to touch the corpses? Well, no, she...
Battler was.
Yeah, she made sure to yell at Battler for doing it, so... Today and tomorrow, I will continue to be a servant of the Yoshida family. If you need anything, please say so at any time. Then, if you'll excuse me. That's what I named...
Get a massive check.
I named my Amnesia OC Rosa. After hearing all that, or not Amnesia OC, I named the Amnesia MC Rosa. After hearing all that, there's nothing left to say. Genji-san bowed deeply and left down the hall. All the Rosas I know are obnoxious motherfuckers, so that fits in my record. Really? Then we entered the room. Even though Aunt Rosa still held all the master keys herself, she thoroughly checked the inside of the parlor again. She opened the curtains and checked again to make sure the windows were locked. As I watched, how could I say it? I felt like it didn't really matter anymore. If I said anything careless, it would turn into another fight. For a while, I gazed at her from the corridor, figured I'd waited just about long enough, and entered the parlor behind her. If she doesn't trust anyone but the dead, why doesn't she just go around killing everyone with the gun she's got in her hand?
She just doesn't have any bullets.
And then, in the end, she'll realize that she herself is the wolf. Then she can just blast through the head of the final wolf and close the curtain on this insane murder drama. As I thought that bitterly, I returned to the sofa where I'd been encamped before. Rudely resting both of my feet on the table.
How dare you, Battler?
She can hit him with the gun. Yeah, she'll hit him with a gun like how Otis hits with a gun in Limbus. When I tried to do that, I found something there and stopped moving my feet.
What is this?
Right there, almost as though it had been addressed to me, was a Western envelope. It was that envelope from before, with the seal of the one-winged eagle. And it was unopened.
Beatrice.
Wait. Beatrice! Da-da-da-dum. What is this? Who put it in a place like this and when? Until I went with everyone to check the corpses, I was sitting here the whole time. And there wasn't anything there then. And when I returned, it was here.
It's okay.
It's okay. Oh, I thought it was for some reason Battler.
Maybe it's Rosa. I thought it was Maria.
Maybe I'll just read it to be safe.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everything's still locked up securely. This room is safe.
I heard Rosa muttering that. Wait. Wait. We made sure this room was safe when we left it. We checked that the windows were all perfectly locked. Then we locked it up, came back, and the windows were still locked. Then, wait, who put this letter here, and how? I opened the letter. 2 pieces of stationery came out. The first page. It's the Triforce!
Dun, dun. Hey, Tower of the Gods.
Yeah.
I gotta go there in Wind Waker soon.
Had a magic circle drawn on it with something like blood. If I asked Maria, she'd probably know what it meant.
Don't you play Legend of Zelda, Battler?
In the beginning, there were 3 golden goddesses.
They were all named Beatrice. Ooh.
Oh shit, it's Mario. It's the Triforce, let's go, we're being killed by Link. And there was writing on the other page. Have you made progress in solving the epitaph? In just a short while, your time will be up in a flash. The 9th twilight will begin quite soon. There was no mistake. It was a letter from Beatrice.
That's all.
Yeah! Triforce of Rokenjima, Civil War.
Battler, what is that?
The goddesses Neatrice, Featrice, and Beatrice.
When we came here just now, it was sitting right here. What happened, Maria? I say with a tone of concern I don't actually feel. Huh? Battler, that letter. Oh, wait, it was sitting right here. Why? Why, I tell you. Even though we checked to make sure this room was locked. Why? Why? Maria, come here. Oh, no.
Oh. Aunt Rosa closed her eyes just a little, and after thinking silently for a moment, told Maria to come. Maria obeyed her mother's words. As she did, something unbelievable happened.
Boom!
Aunt Rosa pointed the barrel of that gun at me. Yep, I saw that one coming.
Yep. Yeah. This actually said, Maria, come here. I was like, oh, no.
Yep. Welp.
Batlakun, I've concluded that you are a wolf.
Ooh, nice
Why?
music.
Fuck you.
I was with you in that room the whole time, Rosa. What are you even thinking?
Why? When I came into the room just now, I saw that there was nothing at all on the table.
I've concluded that you are a bitch, Rosa.
So true, so true.
It's got a
And
good
I know
theme.
that yeah, it does, yeah. And I know that Maria did not approach that table. We're talking about a short stretch of time.
Rosa is such a dumb fuck, but okay, she's kind of thinking a bit solidly with that though.
Like, it's insane to think that for some reason Battler is it though. It's like, but the only one who claims to have approached the table and found the letter is you.
Which room? The room they've been locked in the whole time. With the sofas and stuff. They only came out when Genji called them over.
Yeah. How can you... Wait, that's all screwed up. Why would I put something like this here? Wait. I just found something suspicious and reported it, right?
Battler almost always had alibis. Okay, but that makes no sense. Beatrice and Kinzo. Battler just needs to spin the chessboard on top of her head.
Honestly, yeah. Why are you suspecting me? Because only you could have set that letter there.
As far as she knows, there's a 6th key. Yeah.
That's right. This is all a charade. You pulled an envelope from your pocket and then acted as though you just found it. To create the illusion that the witch entered a closed room, set down a letter, and left.
Rosa, are you saying that Battler self-reported the corpse? Yeah?
Yeah. Dumbass. Are you thinking like that again?
So either of them could have just unlocked the door.
Are you going to suspect me because of something like that? Cut it out. My dad and everyone else were killed.
Makes sense with what we know, that there's 5 keys, but Rosa is convinced that there's more. Yeah.
Why would I take part in this culprit's scheme?
He called her a dumbass. Let's go.
Like, also, bold of them to assume Kinzo does not have a master key to his own goddamn house.
Right?
But she would not she wouldn't suspect her father.
Yeah, especially not the father that treated her so badly that she felt inferior to everyone and gave her a complex that she put onto her child.
Yeah, seriously, come on now. True, even if you were offered a large sum of money, I don't want to believe in the existence of the sort of demon who could sell out their own parents. Then again, maybe such a demon does exist. No, that's a bad way to say it. What if you didn't view Rudolph Nissan and Kairi-san as your parents? What? Think about what you're saying.
But even ignoring Kinzo, Beatrice is just a random stranger claiming to be a witch who gave Maria and her a letter. Why would the other letter not be from her?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, Rosa just...
Like,
yeah.
Rosa, is that head on your neck for decoration, or did all the brains seep down to your hips or something? Like, what's going on here? Dad is dad, right? Of course, I'm not related to Kairi by blood, but she's like a big sister to me. No way in hell I'd let a comment like that slide, you bastard.
Stop it!
You know what's funny? Sorry.
Yeah.
Your oohs do not come through. They are not doing it, so I just hear silence. Stop it! Silence. It doesn't reach me.
It's too high-pitched for you.
You know, it's great. Only dogs can hear it. Stop saying ooh. Fucking cringe lord.
That is assuming that the Beatrice they saw was literally in front of them.
I'm sorry, that was a bad way to put it. Shut the fuck no. True, Shiromiya Battler-kun may be Rudolph Nissan's child.
It's not that Rosa is not thinking straight. She's not thinking at all.
But are you really that Battler-kun? What's with that smirk, Rosa?
Right?
You know what I hate? I'm going to be honest with you. I still like her design. Her design is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She's a bitch, though.
Yeah. She looks great, but she's terrible.
Yeah. Do you see the torment I'm in? Hot lady.
I mean,
horrible person.
I'm in no torment. There can be hot ladies that are absolutely just unforgivable.
No, she's unforgivable, but I'm still like, hot lady. But I'm still like, I still hate her.
Yeah.
I have some level of standard. Come on.
Okay, Sumaili fan.
That was different. She's hot, all right? You have to understand. She's hot.
Didn't you just say that Rose is hot too?
She is not. See, Sumiley has never abused a child. I say she's
Okay,
part of
that's
a killing child room.
You know, right? She would laugh over Kana like suffering.
But she did not suffer them years of torment. She's just like, hey, this is game. If you die, if you lose, it's really that simple.
Really,
yeah,
was
Rose
it
is
really?
actually my favorite mom design in Umineko, but I'm so mad. Yeah, it's terrible. It's wasted on her.
It really is wasted. She's got a good name, she's got a good design, but she ain't a good person.
Most interesting scrub debate so far.
Okay, Rose's thinking process would be correct if it were an isolated instant. No, it's not correct, Overtaker. She's already convinced that there's more master keys, and there's 2 people unaccounted for. Yeah, she's just like, oh, well, we have all the keys, but there's no way you guys didn't get copies of keys, which, like, I could kind of see her reasoning. I remember, like, Linux or someone had that line of reasoning earlier, too, until, like, Beatrice was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I that might have been Adamello. I remember him, like, it was either Adamello or Linux who was saying something about, like, a magnetic key.
Yeah, like, they could have just gone and got a copy of a key, like, before any of this happened.
Yeah,
because they've been servants there for years.
Yeah,
and that I think that's the whole reason why Beatrice had to come in and be like, yeah, no.
Well, so here's the thing, like this I'll say this and then that's it. But there are certain keys, and I'm pretty sure this practice is still around with this. There are keys that need to be stamped with "do not reproduce." Because if you try to take those to anyone official, it's like, no, we can't. We are not doing. We can't replicate this. What the hell are you even talking about? If I'm not Battler, who else do I look like? Beatrice? Do I have giant tits bigger than my head? I think not.
I mean, like Biden said, why doesn't Kinzo have a master key? Yeah, Kinzo would definitely have a master key.
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
since he doesn't trust his servants or anyone.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. All of us, including Rudolph Nissan, are seeing you for the first time in 6 years. No one can prove that you really are Ushiromiya Battler, right?
Ushiromiya Battler.
I was waiting for it.
That's what I'm saying without context. She can accuse whoever she wants, yeah.
Maybe you aren't Battler, but someone who snuck in making a skillful bid to steal the wealth of the Ushiromiya family. Can you clearly prove that you're Ushiromiya Battler?
It's a master key, not a servant key. I thought you were gonna say, why doesn't Kinzo have tits bigger than his head?
Oh, no. Yeah, no, now her reasonings are going all over the place. She's getting any possible explanation she can get for this. She's lost it, exactly. Right here, right now.
She's just trying to look for any reason to suspect him. Yeah, why would Battler's parents let him here?
I know, it's like, what the fuck? Like, wait, you're not my son. Unless his dad wasn't his dad, too.
Yeah.
Cut it out, damn it.
Like, he still had to have talked to them, even though, like, he hasn't been living with them. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been here in the first place.
I know, it's insane. I don't know what his reasoning is. I'm me. Ushiromiya Battler. I am Luke von Frabra. I am not a replica. If we're going to suspect even things like that, are you really Ushiromiya
Well,
Rosa?
if you say you're Luke von Fabre and that you're not a replica, I'm gonna have to look at you a little bit.
I'm saying. I myself, no one else. Yeah, that's right. It's just as you say. You can't trust anyone but corpses and yourself. If you're gonna go that far, let me make an objection. Okay. George Aniki and the others were found dead, and Natsuhi's room was locked. George Aniki had the key to that room, right? And by now, the only one with the master key is you, Aunt Rosa, right?
True.
Aren't you the only one who could have unlocked that room? My theory goes like this. Boom, boom, boom. No theories. You're in contact with the real culprit. And while I wasn't looking, you lent them one of the 5 master keys. I didn't do something like that. See? There are 5 of them here, right? Jingle jangle. As if that matters. You could have had them in a set in a prearranged spot and collected it, right? And weren't you the one who doubted whether there were really 5 master keys? So, how do you suggest that someone other than yourself placed that letter there?
To be fair, Rosa being in cahoots with the killer would make so much sense.
Honestly, because she had the power the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Until you find proof someone else did it, you're a wolf. Shut up. Then why don't you show me some proof? How do you claim the culprit killed George Aniki and the rest of that closed room?
Oh, this must be tearing up Meta Battler.
Yeah, honestly. How did they lock it?
The devil's proof is coming to kick him in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
There it is.
And there we go. That's exactly right. Natsuhi's room was exactly the same, just like usual. The door and windows were locked from the inside. There were no frauds or tricks, no means of secret passage, nor places in which to hide. Natsuhi's own key was in George's pocket, and the inside of the room was sealed off. Geez, she has given so many red truths.
Yep.
Only the 5 master keys were left, and Rosa was holding all of them. And let me say this, the parlor's the same. The key to the parlor itself is sealed away in the servant room.
The Rosa quotes kind of got me thinking, we'll see. I don't know.
So, unlocking it without a master key is impossible. The definition of a closed room remains the same as always. Come on, now there's only one suspect. Or are you still playing innocent, Ushiromiya Battler?
Fine, it was me. Shut up.
It's just the usual red truth of it's a locked room, yeah. Time for Rosa
Yeah,
to say, oh, there's a duplicate, and shoot Butler in the face.
Honestly.
As reverse flash.
You shut up too. Just shut up. Nuh-uh. You're the one who should shut up. How do you claim the letter was placed here by anyone other than you?
Rosa, yeah, I'll show you some proof. Takes out Glock.
Unless you can prove such a thing happened, you're a wolf. If we can suspect me, then we can suspect you too, so try showing me some proof yourself. And anyway, weren't you the first person to enter this room and start checking the windows on Rosa? Then, you guessed I'd go back to where I'd been sitting and secretly put the letter there. It's possible for us to suspect that this is a trap of yours, right? Why would I use a trap like that? If I was a wolf, I'd shoot you with this gun without question.
I mean, isn't that what you're
That's what you're trying to do right now. What are you talking about? That proves nothing.
I'm just pointing while crying.
That proves nothing. Maybe you chose the roundabout way of setting a clever trap because you couldn't commit murder in front of Maria. All the master keys in your hands are in your hands.
The OG image, please.
Yeah,
Oh.
please. I want to see. We gotta see it.
Well, she is not shooting, so she has that going for her. Oh, right, Maria. Lol. It looks like someone, like, took, like, his chicken nuggets in the original. He took
Yeah.
my nuggets, mommy!
All the chicken nuggets are in your hands.
Battler, show me proof, Aunt Rosa. Rosa. No.
So what happened? Both here and in the last room was all you're doing, right? If you think you can talk your way out of this, then let's hear your excuses. That's right. You've been suspicious from the start, Aunt Rosa. Why is it that even though 6 adults in the family conference were killed, you were the only exception?
Yeah, but she's setting it up like she could shoot him fairly while she's not right. OG Sprite? Oh. Let's see. I love it.
Odin's Sprite. It's great. I love this so much. Why were you the only one not in that chapel? There can only be one reason. You invited Dad and the rest there and killed them. Damn it. That explains everything, doesn't it? Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Stop saying things that don't make sense. I expect to hear that any moment now.
Oh, Maria.
Stop it! You mustn't fight! Mama too, Bentley too, stop it! Stop it! It's no one's fault! It's not Bentley's or Mama's fault!
It's my fault.
The witch did all of this! It was done with magic! It's no one's fault!
I don't think
I don't...
I don't think I should stretch the reality of the situation, but what if someone made a lookalike copy of a master key, one with no function, and switched it with a real master key?
Well, so here's the thing with that is, like, that's going too far into, like... Because if one thing can be made fake immediately, then that means, like, you can't really trust anything you see.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, it just spirals out of control. You need to have some basic of logic. Like,
Yeah.
there, like, again, like with the red truths, there needs to be facts so that you can form a hypothesis.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Beato did it because magic is real, Maria.
Magic isn't real.
Are you really gonna tell her that with this happening right now, Barn?
Of course I'm not. I'm not a monster, but I'll keep my beliefs to myself.
Maria thrust herself in between Aunt Rosa and me as the blood started rising to our heads. I was taken aback by Maria's crying voice and returned to my senses. I had acted shamefully just now. My eyes filled with tears.
That's right. It's all the witch's fault, isn't it? All this about keys and tricks and alibis. All of it was stupid. Even though it's the work of the witch, we weren't even able to trust each other as humans. Right, Aunt Rosa? From the beginning, there wasn't a human culprit. It was all the work of the witch. How does Meta Battler feel about this?
Yeah.
So there's no way you're the culprit. And there's no way Maria, Genji-san, or I am either. Why has it come to this?
Meta Battler gave up too. Yeah, it looked like he also gave up in the conversation. He was just barely holding on from their last argument.
Yeah, that's why she said, "Hey, no, I'm gonna raise you up. I'm gonna dab you up real fast. I need you to be fine wine."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Meta and Battler 2 are the same. In this instance, like, Meta Battler and Battler 2 are separate entities, but, like, Battler 2 is Meta Battler as well, but Meta Battler is not Battler 2. It's kind of confusing, but it makes sense to me.
I am thou, thou art not I.
Mm-hmm.
Why has it come to this? Why am I screaming at Aunt Rosa, who I loved? Why am I having this fight with the kind aunt I loved so much?
I mean, she was never kind.
I mean, yeah, not to Maria anyway. Why? Why does everyone have to suspect each other? I'm not going to suspect my aunt. I'm not going to suspect anyone. It's all the work of the witch. It's all the work of Beatrice. It's all a crime that Beatrice committed with magic. Beatrice, please show yourself here.
Oh, Beatrice.
Oh, Beatrice. I'm sorry already. I'm sorry we've been suspecting each other like this. So forgive us. Release us. Release us from this hell of suspecting each other until we see each other die. Give me my kind relatives and cousins back.
It's like an MMO user entering different servers with different characters.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah. This is still you.
I thought you were gonna read Jackie's chat.
Sorry. Is it okay to explain how things work with each episode and meta at this point? At least in relation to the diff versions of characters? Yeah, if it's not like spoilers, yeah.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it all. You definitely exist. It's your victory. Show yourself. Oh, Beatrice. Oh, Beatrice.
I think Meta and Battler 2 are the same. He just jumped into B2 at one point. Ah, okay, so Leonix's example is actually not wrong. Ah. Okay. So they just kind of combined into one at a point.
Probably.
Probably when Battler gave up.
Probably, yeah. Well, Battler, I hope you like the taste of leather, so get licking, buddy. I don't know who this is, so probably a good bet for you.
Okay. Nice. Well, I mean, the only people...
Alright, well.
Yeah, I would say it would probably be you.
Okay. Am I still alive?
I'd say it's at the beginning of chapter 2. Oh, really? Apparently, some time ago, Kinzo had fallen into a doze. Oh, it's Kinzo!
Oh, yeah, it's Kinzo. Hell yeah.
He searched for his spectacles and looked at the clock. It was 10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Do you want to be Kinzo, or you want me to be Kinzo?
Yeah, I'll be Kinzo. I'll be Kinzo. I'll be the old simp.
Okay.
That's who I am at heart. That person ceremony. Let's see. How far has it progressed? It must have come quite far by this time.
Like, the first time we saw Meta, he jumped it. Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kinzo lifted his heavy body from the chair and approached the portrait of the witch that he had gazed at every day.
Oh, Beatrice. Beatrice. Very soon, I will have a chance to be reunited with your smile.
I doubt because there was relevant info in Meta Battler that B2 did not know about the 5 Master Keys. Oh, that's true!
I care not if I die.
Outfit of Kinzo makes less sense the more you think about it.
Honestly, kinda. If I can see your smile one more time, I will not regret this life. So, for heaven's sake, let me meet with you one more time.
What is this, Twi? Kinzo locked through murders, dead bodies. Force of threatening Battler. This really is. God. He just slept through all the murders.
Honestly, good for him. Then, let me swear my love to you. Let me apologize for my crimes. Ooh,
yeah,
Beatrice.
So he did do a crime.
Yep, so the theory of him doing some, like, lusting after her is... Maybe not specifically lusting after her, but something definitely is...
Yeah. He did something that Beatrice didn't like, basically.
But, yeah, but I won't let you escape.
Yeah, I won't let you escape. So she's trying to leave.
He wants to trap her, and he kind of did. He kind of was able to.
Yeah.
So that's what this is. That's why she doesn't like, because she got tricked by him who thought he loved her.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
You are mine.
So she doesn't want to be with him. She wants to leave.
Mm-hmm. From your hair to your toenails, to the dirt under your toenails, you are mine. What is
God.
up with these people?
You were
Jesus
so
Christ.
specific.
Sweet fuck. Why? Why is it always the feet? Every fragment of your flesh is mine. Even the broth of your corpse is mine. Good Jesus.
The fragment of your flesh, God. The broth of your corpse. That's...
I won't let you escape. This time you won't slip from my hands.
This time. So she was able to slip away one time.
I'll make you mine for all eternity. I will never let you escape a second time.
Okay,
I will never let you
there-
escape a second time.
There
Yep.
we go. There's the
So
confirmation.
he was able to trap her one time, and that's why, and she was able to get out.
Yeah, it wasn't
And
that...
now she's
yeah,
pissed.
it wasn't that Kinzo left Beatrice for the grandmother or whatever. It was Beatrice left him.
Mm-hmm.
Did Kinzo kill her? That... Maybe. Maybe this is like her ghost or something. And that's why it's a witch. But then again, she does have a flesh. What
Yeah,
if,
she has
like...
a flesh avatar.
Yeah,
I don't think he did kill her. I honestly think he trapped her. Like, genuinely, I just think he trapped her.
Okay, so maybe I'm just thinking in, like, a bit too much, like, witch's heart, but, like, something just came to my head. I don't know if you can catch it before I say it, Barn. What if Beatrice isn't the Beatrice that Kinzo loved? What if she's her child?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That might be the case. I'm with you. I think I got you. I got you.
Yeah. And that might be
the
why...
case.
That might... If I'm right about that, that could explain a lot of reasons why Beatrice hates him. Because, like, she's, like, the... If she is the child of the original Beatrice, like, she could hate him because, like, for one, she's an illegitimate child, and for two, he's never been there for Beatrice, and then I'm assuming she's dead. And so that
Perhaps.
could be why she has a...
And then...
And the whole obsession with, like, how love is just lust kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it could also have some other worrying aspects for that.
Yeah.
If Baby Bito was a thing.
Yeah, it could have been, like, her mother...
His obsession with her mother turned to an obsession with her, and that is very worrying on a lot of different...
That's why I was kind of thinking of Noelle in that sense. Like, when I mentioned Witch's Heart, which made me think of this. I was kind of like, oh, this reminds me of Witch's Heart, and made me think of that.
I mean, again, I'm still on theory it's just the same Beatrice.
I
But
hope
then
it's the
again-
same Beatrice. I hate that.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you think about it, if it is the baby Beatrice, then she's putting on a crazy act of, yeah, I've lived for 5,000 years or 1,000 years, however long she's lived, and she's just putting on an act. But I don't know. I don't like that theory. I really do appreciate that it might just be the real Beatrice.
Objection
this
number
entire
2,
time.
Beatrice's age, but she'd be about the same age as, like, Rosa and them, if she was the child. So, I don't think she would be, like, young, is the thing. Like, she would still look her age, if she's, like, an illegitimate child. And I'm also assuming that, shouldn't she be older? Well...
We don't actually know how old,
Yeah.
if it is baby Beatrice, we don't actually know how old she would be.
Yeah, it would be
this
one
point.
thing if she, like, looked like Maria, then I could get that, but, like, she's just kind of, like, an adult, so I can't
She's somewhere
really...
between Battler and Rosa.
Yeah. Anyway. Sorry, I'm going off on that theory, but I don't know, that theory came to my head, and
No,
I
I
had
get it.
had
I'm
to
with
talk
you.
about it, mostly because I was thinking of Witch's Heart.
Witch's Heart, yeah. I mean, if you work backwards from Witch's Heart, you might be able to call some things.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Kinzo howled in rage, then suddenly fell to his knees as he shook and scraped at the wall. And they say Beatrice died 30 years ago. Yeah, and that could work with my theory, too, that this is the child Beatrice. In an instant, he had started sobbing.
I mean, if it is Mama Beatrice, which is a very cool thing to say, if she did have a child with him, but then he turned into like more of a lustful thing. It's like, oh, you can bring me great fortune. He lusted after everything about her and wanted to own her. She escaped with baby Beato, and that's why she says, yeah, like my close friends call me Beato or whatever she says. So Beato and Beatrice are, if we think of those as two separate people.
Yeah.
Beatrice then took the rage and like told her daughter everything, raised her to be a witch, and then here we are. That's wrong. I didn't want to say something like this, Beatrice. Sure you didn't. Please, let me see you one more time. Please, the dirt under your toenails, please. Even if you only let me apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it sounds like you probably did something that deserves apology. The fucking dirt under her toenails. You know he's down horrendously if that's a thing he mentioned.
God, God, that fucking killed me to say. Oh my god, I'm lightheaded now. Oh my god. Whew. Beatrice. Ooh, I can't even keep up this voice anymore. You are beloved, yearned for. I was mistaken.
Oh, mistaken. Okay, maybe I was wrong.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? He's cool. He's chill now. If you would just smile, I wouldn't need anything else.
So he was mistaken. That's an interesting thing. Okay. Kinzo really do be proving his position as the #1 Beatrice senpai. Yeah, none of us are on his level.
No, Dwight, me and you have much to learn.
Yeah, none of you said anything about wanting the dirt under her toenails.
Yeah, no, we did not go there, unfortunately.
Yeah, your beloved yearned for I was mistaken makes it sound like he told her she wasn't loved. Yeah.
That's also possible.
Yeah, so maybe I was wrong about the child Beatrice, and this is still his Beatrice.
Perhaps. I made a mistake. I made a mistake back then. I did something that cannot be taken back. In atonement, I offer all that remains of my life. In order to apologize to you, in order to atone for my crimes, I offered everything. Before we move on, can we just talk about how skinny the legs are on the knight in the background and how thick the torso is?
Well, I think it's like attached to a pole?
Maybe. It's just so funny to think about that. This is like and just like really pronounced forward.
Yeah, true.
I just love that suit of armor.
I don't want the dirt under her toenails. I am the dirt under. I apologize. Whoa. Don't you dare, Elliot. Take that back. What do you mean his Beatrice? Okay, I'm sorry. The Beatrice he wishes was his.
Yeah, exactly. The idea of Beatrice. And Troy, you've never said something more correct. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Perfect. Please, even if it must happen as I die, at least let me apologize just once. Beatrice. I killed my family. Please respond. I don't know how to do these noises. Please move on with the text.
As Kinzo shook and cried, a butterfly appeared out of nowhere behind his small back like a flake of gold leaf, and softly descended. You fool, Kinzo. Did you think any woman out there would fall for a man's tears? Well, even if it wouldn't make a human woman fall for you, it might do the trick for a woman who's not human. Kinzo, do you remember
The 21st night of September.
That game of chess you played with me, which is still ongoing. Kinzo, as though he had suddenly remembered something, approached the chess set. It was as if it had been during the game he'd played with Nanjo until yesterday. After knocking all the pieces off the chessboard, he began to line them up again one by one. It was a setup for an ongoing game.
That's right. Like this. I advanced my queen. That was quite a spectacular move, I might say, about myself. Perhaps it was a little too intense for you. I worried whether you'd abandon your piece or not. Worried for so long.
Kinzo waited, with the opposite seat empty. Surely, very soon, his opponent would appear there, and he would be able to restart this game again. You fool, Kinzo. You want to apologize? You want to see my face again?
You want dirt?
You want to make my smile an eternal thing? Why can't you say a much, much simpler word? Even though that is the sole element of this world, oh, I love you. At that time, Kinzo muttered. Was it a prayer? An entreaty? Or it's probably best to just call it muttering.
I love you, Beatrice.
They were pure words, like something an innocent child would say, without any evil intent. You really are a fool, Kinzo. Do you ever have the chance to do your life over again? Know that those words will never cause a woman to fall for you.
Goddamn.
That's right. Not unless a miracle happens. Okay, that's it. Square up, bud.
No, we're gonna jump, Kinzo.
That's what makes this. At that moment, Kinzo definitely heard a small knock, one with a tempo that differed from those of the servants.
Who is it?
Not unless a miracle happens. Without love, it cannot be seen. The woman beyond the door didn't answer.
I'm asking who you are.
Without love. Without love, it cannot be seen, Twy.
It's true.
You can't see it because you don't have love, Twy.
Try, I'm so sorry. Will you not answer?
The woman beyond the door didn't answer. Stop stopping halfway in your sentence.
Could it be? Or could it be Beatrice? Beatrice. Beatrice.
Beatrice!
Open the door, it's just Nazi, like, hey dad, the fuck?
He is so dead. The woman beyond the door answered. On the ninth twilight, the witch shall revive, and none shall be left alive. Oh! Thank you for the raid, Rhea! You came, like, right at the end of this, episode.
Umineko.
Warning! A spoiler warning!
Big ol' spoily warning.
But yeah, thank you so much!
Oh, yep. We have reached...
Midnight?
Right here. Almost
Is it midnight?
Yeah, almost midnight.
Almost
11:30.
midnight. Bunbun, you're still going. I am. Okay, but they keep insisting to say the woman.
It's true.
Rattler's figure was in the dining hall. 11th hour. Yeah, what were you playing, Rhea? He didn't... Oh, excuse me. He didn't feel like going back to the guest house in the middle of this rain. Hey, Elio! Hey, Rhea! Oh, Coffee Talk! Oh, I need to play more of that. Nice.
Coffee Talk.
How'd it go? He didn't feel like going back to the guest house in the middle of all this rain. He wandered half-heartedly around the mansion and searched for any place where he could sit, before setting up camp in the dining hall. Ooh, it's super chill. Yeah, I really liked what I played of Coffee Talk. I'll have to visit that sometime. I don't think we'll reach the tea party tonight unless you want to go longer than usual. I can't go longer than usual, unfortunately. I have work tomorrow.
Goddamn. Then is 11th hour good to stop, or are we doing a little bit longer?
Yeah, I guess we can stop here.
True, very true.
Alright. Oh god, we didn't
even get to the part.
through any of the things. We didn't. Well, I can do the next Fragile Dreams without you, because there's no
I'm
cat.
not needed anymore.
No cat bell.
My bun has grown up. He does not need me anymore to protect him.
Oh, thank you for the sub, Rhea! Oh my god, almost a year.
Bun,
Sorry, Elio.
bun.
It's okay. I have to maybe grind really hard on lobotomy. I don't know. I'll figure things out. I can at least do Little Goody Two Shoes and Fragile Dreams at least once without needing Barn. So got at least one day good. Well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll play another game. I don't know. Maybe we'll revisit Coffee Talk. I don't know. I'll have to figure things out. It's like, it's not even really the problem of Umineko. It's the problem of Umineko and Fragile and Lobotomy that was a main game being on pause right now while I build up. It was just bad timing all around. Oh. But anyway, thank you to everyone who came today. I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you for everyone that came in from Maria's raid and all that. And yeah, we are gonna end here. So, what are we doing?
I will say, I am sorry for missing the stream, Elio. I know I was late, but cool. I'm glad that we were able to do this.
Oi. Thanks for
I know I
stream.
came in super late, but...
Yeah, you definitely came in very, very late. How could you? Blah, 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 blah. We will do art time at a later date, I think. Oh, well, we can already see it, so I guess we'll look at it.
I just love the last one Jackie puts.
Okay, I guess you guys can already see it, so I suppose I will show you guys it. We'll do art. I always forget that just becomes visible whenever I go in there. Wait, did I just start streaming Umineko 2 again? Oh my god.
I mean,
Hold on.
perhaps.
Okay.
Umineko's gonna umi, you see?
Okay. There we go.
Yeah. I gotta
Okay.
mute the stream because I can hear myself. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's take a look. So, our first piece of art is by Leonix. Found an old folder with physical drawings I made a while ago. Not sure if I showed them before. I think so. I remember like the teeth. And I definitely remember this, definitely remember the skeleton too. I remember thinking like the flesh on it was really cool. Like all the veins and stuff. Yeah, Squirlington. But I don't think I've seen this one before. It's a very, very well-defined, like, face. I really love the shape of it. Like, the nose, the mouth, the lips. Look at the size of his lips. Dino. Oh, you saw the TM? It looks cool. Yeah, it looks really nice. Really good stuff. And then there's, like, a fairy. Oh, damn. Damn. She do got a dumpy, though. She do got a dumpy. I really like this art though. I mean, I'm staring respectfully, of course, but like I really like her facial expression too. Very, very playful. I really like the hair details too. But goddamn that dumpy though. Anyway, thank you, Leonix. And we got Shannon getting angry at Beto being silly and sicking the Kanon demon on her. Very good. The fucking cat meme. She really does look like a cat, doesn't she? Kato. Beto Kato. And then we got this also by Soft Mama. Bitter, single, coping, and seething. Happy, in a relationship. I don't give a fuck, queen. She won't be single for long if chat's of any indication. Oh, praise time for Bun Bun. Ahem. Elio.
I've already got everything sorted for Beatrice's wedding, don't worry.
Okay. You're easily one of my favorite people to just listen to. Even having you on in the background while I work is calming. Aww. You're a wonderful, talented little bunny. And I may or may not have gushed about you on stream. What? To a degenerate vampire. What? I'm gonna have to watch that VOD then. Well, thank you, Kren. Thank you, Kren. You're so nice, Kren. Thank you. The real sea cat was Beetle all along. And then we got this art by Adamello. Mascot for another person's chat. Here's the character sheet. Molecule of atoms. Chant oh, the Roomba. Each one has a number and different symbol. Higher level atoms have secondary names and slight difference in appearance. I really like the sweatshirt. I guess you see like, okay, we got like the symbols here. So this one has tungsten and the number 1. Oh, and also got which one is that? It's not mercury. Looks like mercury. I mean, I think you have a... I'm not sure. Is it iron? I don't know. Oh wait, no. Mercury, iron. Oh, okay, so it's like a combo? Iron and mercury? Turns into sword shaped like an iron symbol. Ooh. Alright, chat. See you later. See you later, Linux. Y'all need to see this stream now. Yeah, gonna be watching that later. You better not delete the VOD.
Better not.
Better not. But yeah, that is gonna be it for a stream for tonight, everyone. Thank you guys for coming. What am I doing tomorrow? I don't think... Am I doing anything tomorrow? Ah, Little Goody Two Shoes. Okay. Little Goody Two Shoes. And, just a reminder, we switched Aisha. I feel bad because I asked Moggy to switch and we didn't even get through the part.
We will return in Umineko part 1700.
Yeah.
More
Alright.
dirt under toenail.
But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be Little Goody Two Shoes. Thursday is gonna be Atelier Aisha on Moggy's channel. I still feel incredibly bad. Don't feel bad. I love that you're like me. You have to double check your schedule to remember what you're doing on stream. Yeah, I live day to day. But yeah, be sure to follow Moggy to catch the Aisha stream, and also check out their No More Heroes stream too.
Yeah.
And then Friday working. Saturday, well, might just be Little Goody Two Shoes. Who knows? Who knows? Sorry, man. I share blame because I was warning for the general week. It's okay. It was just bad timing. I was playing 2 games that needed help. If it was just one game, I could handle it, but that's my bad on me. I should have foresaw issues like that happening. So, weekend, don't be surprised if I play something different, I guess. I need to work stuff out, I don't know. But anyway, Saturday, either way, I'll be on Jirachi's channel. playing D&D with Kren and Kit and Jirachi and all that. So yeah, I have started stream without having a game up and went, oh crap, what was I playing today? Okay, at least I haven't done that yet. I don't think. I always check my schedule before I go live, but sometimes I forget the time I'm supposed to go live.
Sometimes you remember, but you just overslept.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
It happens.
It happens. You're so professional, Bun Bun.
I try.
But yeah, anyway. Yeah. That's it for tonight. Get ready to file out.